Hey, are we live? Give me a quick second. It was a little weird with the Wi-Fi there for a sec. I didn't think it would turn on, but here we are at last. We are live. Thank you guys for connecting, and we're here with the Mercury retrograde reading. Let's jump into it. A lot of planets are retrograde around this time. It's not just Mercury. We've also got Mars still retrograde, and I really hope the service is alright, because like it was really weird getting this started for some reason. I'm not sure why. Oh, right. Mercury freaking retrograde, yeah. It's funny how the readings work. Okay. The energy comes through. Okay, but you guys, thank you for connecting. Yay. So, service is good. Okay, great. Let me just grab a cup of water real quick, and yeah, give me a second again. 1 minute, and then we'll jump into it. And I'm still behind. I really want to get the other, we've since gone direct with a few planets. For example, Jupiter and also Saturn. But, I've been wanting to do the post-shadow retrograde readings because we are still in the post-shadow technically for a number of signs. Now, okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, definitely be safe. Ayana, love and light to everyone here. And let's see here. There are a lot of, I'm hearing in the ones. Universe wants to emphasize this. A lot of planets retrograde. It's not just again, Mercury. So we've got a number of concurrent cycles. I wanted to actually talk about this earlier. We do have, let's say, retrograde as well, coming up. But then in addition, we've got a number of other cycles that are not related to, let's say, retrogrades or in relation to planets, but even, let's say, sign shifts and sign changes. So in other words, for example, right, we just stepped into Venus in Virgo, just I think it was a few days ago, and we just cycled out of Venus and Leo. It was a long cycle there from about September. It's all relative, but it's about September. Was it even August? Yeah. So we had a bit of a shake up, possibly, depending on where also Virgo sits in your chart. It's in relation possibly to that area of life. So let's say Virgo cusps your 6th house. There could be a focus on matters related to the archetype of Virgo in and of itself, and the archetype of Venus and how that might play through. I don't know what that's linked to for everyone, but okay, and we're gonna get into each of the signs here. In addition, there is a playlist on the channel. It is called Mercury Retrograde. I think it's just, straight up called Mercury Retrograde. It may have a 2020 at the end of that, because we've had a Mercury retrograde this year already. Mercury goes retro kind of often relative to the other planets. Again, it's all relative. Ace of Swords upright, Sun of Swords upright. Okay, and we're just doing freestyle right here, and then we'll jump into each of the signs. But I wanted to say this, Chariot, Ace of Pentacles in the theme. Okay, when, let's say, we experience some sort of cycle, we can consider that it is in a certain way a reconnection. I'm hearing it in this way of a concept that we've already worked with. So in other words, it's like this, everything is cyclical. So if we are experiencing something, let's say today, and what is today, right? Everything is energy. So in other words, like when we confront a certain energy space, in a certain way around a so-called certain period of time, where is it that we may have confronted that energy at a prior time, so-called? So I don't know what that's linked to for everyone. Hello, Amy Lee. Well, then light to you. Welcome. So yeah, and Mercury rules matters of communication. And I wanted to say this, so everything is sort of cyclical. So you might find that in looking back at prior Mercury retrograde cycles, it might really be helpful in sort of gauging, what is to come in this particular story. I'm hearing it in this way. So, and okay, a lot of preemptive energy here, but let's again jump into it. A few more notes before we do get started. Yes, Mercury does rule Gemini and Virgo. If you've got a lot of Gemini or Virgo energy in your birth chart, I would highly recommend, especially a stellium, 3-4 planets in the sign of Gemini, the sign of Virgo, I would highly recommend to take a look at your chart, see where this energy is playing out, and just get prepared. Okay, and that is in relation to the party chart in relation to Mars. So let's clear the energy and ground. That's not, like a, oh my God, it's all falling apart. No, not necessarily, but, first of all, there's a reason we can say for everything, right? If we think about the Tower card, right? It's like, no, don't pull apart the cards of the card house I've set up. Wow, okay, that is the Sun of Wands in my lap right there, the moon in the theme. You know, it's like, it's kind of, can we say even challenging moments, right? When things so-called fall apart, it's like, kind of like a blessing in disguise. It's like, oh, well, that wasn't really secure to begin with, right? Well, maybe that house wasn't really going to withstand the storm that was to come next. So I'm kind of happy that, in a way, we took it down. Four of Pentacles in reverse. So when we look at these massive, Tower in reverse in the theme right there, these massive regenerative recycling of energies, and we can see it in that way in terms of the retrogrades, we're really sort of coming down to, we're sort of extrapolating, can we say? Okay, reconstructing them here as well. And to reconstruct something, we have to sort of allow it to thaw out, if we can say in that way as well. Judgment in reverse. We are looking back. We're looking back at the decisions that have been made, what has been built, what has been put into place, what has been sort of already created. And, you know, there is an air of bravery. I'm hearing that as well. The Fool coming through right there when it comes to working with these concepts. Now, it really comes down to, I'm hearing mastery, interesting, over your subconscious mind. I'm hearing that as well. Wow. So when we think, it's interesting because Mercury rules the mind, the logical mind, right? How we can perceive of, let's say, even certain conversations. Interesting. Be it with yourself. And then it's like, how do I then synthesize that and translate that and communicate that for, I'm hearing an audience, interesting, with the chariot. Now that can be on so many levels. Like, I have a vision, I have a passion. How do I, let's say, transpose that in the third dimension in a physical material, you know, sort of even financial professional way? And then from another perspective, we can say, you know, how is it that an example of this can even be birth, right? Creating something from that space that is so visionary with the chariot upright and the Father shows reverse. Now, there's so much energy here. Again, you don't have to be a Gemini sun or Virgo sun or moon, whatever it may be, to feel these energies. You may have absolutely no planets in the sign of Gemini or the sign of Virgo to feel the shift of the Mercury retrograde. But having even planets in the third house, a house that, you know, Gemini naturally rules over, and the sixth house, the house that Virgo naturally rules over, can kind of bring attention to also those areas of life, and the sign that for you is cusping, and whatever else, whatever planets may be in that house. So yeah, okay, let's get into it. Wow. So there's a lot that will be coming up for review, and again, this is just like a wild reading collective right now, and then we're gonna jump into each of the signs. So there is a lot that is shifting in and out of place, but what I'm getting is that there is this broader sort of token of a message here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot. I'm hearing this for a number of you. There's a reason for everything. We have to sort of remember that, right? Even in those times where it's like, this is so difficult. Well, it is like, I feel like the universe is sort of playing games now. Okay, like seven, and whatever that may mean. In particular, Seven of Pentacles upright, the moon, it could be you with you, right? Where it's like, oh gosh, this is really, I feel that I'm working through certain sort of kinks, and also I'm hearing it in my subconscious mind, how it is that I'm working through certain concepts psychologically. I feel like I'm also, you know, making headway, making progress in that space. And really, at the end of most retrograde cycles, we tend to sort of breathe this sigh of like, oh, I'm kind of actually happy that took place. I'm happy that sort of happened. I'm happy that was sort of brought up for review. And in the beginning, it is a little bit of that energy of like, I don't really want to go down the tunnel. It's kind of dark and we don't really know where it leads. Well, okay, but you know, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, are we going to stand on the side of the road? Just sort of stagnate. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Chariot upright. It's like, there is a sort of push of, I'm hearing also of the envelope here with the Ten of Pentacles upright, the push of, you know, even the universe to sort of guide us in a certain direction to make progress. Now, this for a number of you, wow, this is a buildup. And this is where I really want to sort of re-emphasize the concept of, you know, everything sort of being cyclical, because what does come through around this time potentially is not just like random, right? It's like, this is something that interestingly is brought forward. And so if something is being brought forward around this time, there's a reason for that. I'm hearing that again, like, be it, and I'm hearing, be it something that you have cherished in the past. Interesting that you in some way want to reconnect with the concept of, I'm hearing the desire of, absolutely here with a star, and the Mother of Swords, getting really clear on the intention that we wish to set when it comes to also strategizing. I'm hearing the steps that we want to take next. Father of Swords reverse. Now let's clear it around. For a number of you, this can be also karma coming through. All right. Hello, it's me, Karma, making my way through the club. I'm hearing that as well. Yeah, don't worry, I'm definitely on the roster. Just check me in, and you don't need to check me out. I'll do that on my own. I don't know what that's alluding to, but you have the Mother of Swords upright and the Father of Swords reverse. In other words, for a number of you, get ready for certain concepts to come through, to come forward, that have been impending, that have been waiting. It's like that envelope, that letter, that text message, that post-it note, that alignment I'm hearing of also ideas. Interesting with the Seven of Swords in reverse, Father of Swords. It's like the inevitability of what we've been wanting to, let's say, carry out in a communicative way, and even, let's say, in a conversational like context, let's say you feel like you've been working with a concept in astral, you've been dreaming of it, you've been imagining it, but then it's like you want to implement it in a more, let's say, constructive way in terms of also communication actually, where it's like, I want to take my idea, let's say you have a vision for even like a drama, I'm hearing a movie, whatever it is, and you're like, okay, well, I have the vision, I see it, but I want to screenplay it. I want to screenplay right, I want to write it out, I want to get the script ready. It's like, that's that sort of energy when we look at that scrutinizing even energy of Mercury, where it's like, I want to come down to really sort of carving out, engraving it, and it can be, for a number of you, again, a conversation that you want to have, and it can be like making things official as well in a certain way, where you're like, yeah, no, I'm hearing also, I'm knee deep in this. Interesting. So for a number of you, it could be on an emotional level with the Nine of Cups upright. I just caught sight of that. It's like, I have been wanting to carry this out, and that's where we see that sort of, that recycling of energy when we get into these retrograde cycles, where it's like, this is a wave that is bringing things, let's say, up from, the sort of, the so-called past, okay? Up for review again. Now we're just working with that concept in a new way. Let's say the thing about water, okay, water energy, it is sort of fluid, and if we think about even a wave, right, it's like, imagine the water that reaches the peak of the wave. That water, right, who is to say that that water wasn't, let's say, brought from the, let's say, the depth of the very ocean and up to that sort of height, and then when it cascades out, who's to say that it does not yet return again to the bottom of the, it's that sort of cyclical energy. So in some way we're working maybe with a concept that we have worked with in the past, and this is a real big focus. I don't know why the spirit guys want to communicate this, emphasize this, underline this, that this is something that possibly we're just it's the same sort of concept, but we're looking at it in a new way. Now, it's like the same object, but on another level of the shelf. Interesting. On another level of the shelving unit. I'm hearing that. Okay, let's jump into it here. We'll start with, and in addition, you want to emphasize this here with the Devil upright, the Ace of Pentacles, some of you having big conversations coming. I'm hearing it like in this way. It is something that you will be opening it up. I'm hearing for a number of you to your fans. I'm hearing to your cousins. I'm hearing that for a number of you. I don't know. It could be a specific message. To your, I'm hearing it to your landlord. Okay. So whatever it is that we felt, wherever you were like riding on the edge of, where you're like, I feel it. I'm dreaming of it. I'm seeing it. I feel almost this sort of even this sort of premonition of energy where I say, I can kind of feel that that's the direction I'm going in. I'm here for a number of you. I kind of feel like I'm pregnant. I'm here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Devil. Or you kind of like, you just have this sort of, can't put my finger on it, but I just feel it. And then jumping into that territory, let's say, I'm hearing it in this way of, I'm just going to do it now. I'm just going to say it now. I'm just going to carry it out now. But this is more so in the stage of starting to maybe even like verbalize for a number of you. I'm hearing to communicate about what has been building. Now, this is for a number of you really a concept of manifestation here with the Son of Cups of what you, one second. I'm hearing dealer with the Emperor. I don't know what that's only two. One second. For number, well, this is really important. Whatever this is that, let's say, and again, this is general sort of so far. It is something really important, maybe even sacred. Well, it's like I didn't want to just start this. I'm hearing again, like here with the Ace of Pentacles upright. It's almost as if it's like let's say you've been saving your money and you're like, well, where do I want to invest this? It's like the question of the investment is not just the investment, but also the process that has led to that point. Let's clear it around. For a number of you, this is though clarifying something. Somebody wants to come through and clarify something. Absolutely, justice in reverse. But this is for whatever this is. It is divinely orchestrated. So in other words, it's not like random that this is happening around this time. I don't know. This is maybe a specific message. In other words, it's like, let's say we're starting to talk about this more so around this period of when Mercury starts going retrograde. I'm hearing also direct, and that will be, I believe, in November. We'll check on the clock with that. But there is this sort of maybe even this aspect of a cycle to that space and divine timing. I'm hearing that for a number of you. All right, let's jump into it and get the cards out here. We'll start with the sign of Capricorn. Okay, wow. Interesting. I was gonna Gemini, okay, ruled by Mercury, alright. Virgo, ruled by Mercury, but no, Capricorn. I'm hearing like right off the bat, Cap, you're something that somebody is a little concerned about. They're like, I'm a little worried. Like, I want to just, well, for a number of you, this is maybe the energy that has been, okay? There's like this cautious sort of undertone here, a little bit with the Son of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. For a number of you, this is something important where you're like, I want to also make a good impression. I'm hearing that with the Son of Swords at the base of the Mother of Wands, upright, Two of Pentacles in the theme. Now, this is for a number of you, maybe something of an opportunity. You're like, I want to really challenge the paradigm here. I'm hearing that with the Son of Wands. I want to make a break. I want to make a shift. I'm hearing that as well. And it is something that is exciting, but also a little bit nerve-wracking at the same time. Let's get cards out here. And again, we have Mercury retrograde videos already up, and that was filmed a few months back at the last Mercury retrograde. Feel free to check those readings out. They can absolutely sort of come through around this period, right? And to, you know, readings do tend to kind of have that cyclical sort of, you know, sort of cycle of also how they may, did I just say cyclical cycle? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So cyclical cycle of how they, I'm hearing, say my name. I don't know what else I do, but something that maybe someone's been planning. It's like, you know, it has a stage of its own. So I'm almost, I don't know, maybe a little abstract, but I'm hearing it is like a Russian doll of a cycle here of manifestation, where we have a cycle within a cycle. So in other words, and look at the world in reverse, we almost see like it's almost like a tree stump, right? You have these layers. It's almost like you have the outer shell of the world, you have the inner part of the world, you have the nucleus, the core. Let's clear it and ground. There's maybe this concept of the consciousness of your dream that you feel you're coming down to now. So it's almost like peeling sort of layers of an onion to what you want to, I'm hearing also discuss. Now, it can be on a proverbial level. For a number of you, this could be like with your higher self. Exactly. I'm hearing exactly with the world in reverse. I don't know. Take it as you will. It could be something you're also coming down to refining, and that is very much the energy space that we see with Mercury to begin with. So, and the part of your chart related to Gemini, to Virgo, may really find that there is that space of refinement, actually, where you're like, I want to perfect this. Mother of Pentacles upright, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And for a large number of you, I'm saying that this is not something surprising. This is something that you know, you're like actively like, it's like I have this portfolio, I keep going over it every few months. It may not be consciously, but it is something that I don't know, on a more symbolic level, maybe for a number of you. And I don't know what is symbolic, what is realistic, what is logical, what is proven. I'm hearing that as well. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So it's a big jump. I'm hearing that with the World in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. Again, it is something kind of nerve-wracking with the Chariot as well. In reverse, kind of triangulating this energy of the World and the Ace of Pentacles. I'm hearing there are a lot of thoughts. I'm hearing that with the Father Swords in reverse as well. Justice in reverse. Oh, wow. So somebody really, they care a whole lot about this, whatever this is. There is this sensation of there being a lot of pressure to perform. I'm hearing that as well with the Father Cups. There is this maybe level of also somewhat of an expectation with the Father Cups, looking at the World in reverse. Now, for a number of you, let's get into it here with the Chariot in reverse. Capricorn, here in Cancer, so strongly with the Chariot in reverse. That is the card of Cancer, actually. Okay, I'm seeing that somebody was kind of going back, but they're like, am I ready? Am I ready? Now, yeah, so if you do, again, feel guided to watch back to those Mercury retrograde readings, there can be some theme there that is provoked here even further around this time. Nine of Swords upright, Hangman in reverse. In other words, where you were like, I don't know if I'm entirely ready to carry this out. Let's say that there was this sort of sentiment around that last Mercury retrograde cycle. You know, you might find that you come back to this. I'm hearing to this term, interesting, and are starting to think about how to coin it in a new way with the Magician reverse, but not in the way of saying it's something new to me, but in the way of saying the way that I find how to define what this is. Maybe it is a feeling for a number of you, even an intuitive sort of hunch. It's like, is maybe something that I recharacterize. Ten of Cups upright. Now, for a number of you, this is an epiphany that you have. You're like, I'm gonna have wow. Now, okay, Capricorn, for a number of you, I'm seeing that maybe you had this, like, again, even like this hunch, okay? You just had like this like feeling. You're like, I just, for whatever reason, I think I'm gonna be, there is a move for a number of you that maybe you're thinking of making with the Magician reverse, like, but for a number of you a few months back, let's say, it was not so like clear cut, and we will pull cards here to see the sort of elongation of this energy through time. We'll pull on the last Mercury retrograde cycle, the current stages of pre, you know, retro and then post and then clearing, and maybe even we'll pull on the next stage, but however the energy does flow, to see, you know, to maybe see where these energies might reside. Always it is your interpretation, but for a number of you, this is something potentially that you were kind of like, let me say it in this way, you kind of saw the lighthouse, but you still were in the you were still in the backslash in the backsplash of the wave, and this for a number of you can be karmic. I will just come out and say it in that way with the Ace of Cups upright. It's like on an energetic level, I felt like I was still like I had a lot of work to do. I was combating a lot of conversations that I didn't really know how I was not. One second. I'm tired. I'm hearing that once again. I was tired. I was tiring out from, well, I don't know what that's on to, but for a number, it's like, this is something of an unbelievable cycle for a number of you with the Daughter, Swords in Reverse, and it's like, you look back on whatever this is, you're like, okay, that was something really karmic. I'm hearing that as well with the Ten of Cups up right now. Whatever it was, I'm seeing that you kind of possibly for a number of you, there was this premonition of an energy with the Ace of Swords in Reverse where you're like, I'm going to be leading in a new direction. I know that. I just have to sort of work with this, star upright at the apex of the Ace of Cups. And the Fool leading you out, you had a premonition about this Capricorn, whatever this was. And with the Ace of Swords in Reverse, Ten of Cups upright, it wasn't easy. This is a very long cycle that we're seeing, and it may for a number of you come down to what are my values, what do I desire, and how do I really address those things, regardless of who really sees I'm hearing themselves in it. Interesting. So it's like, for a number of you, maybe you're carving out your niche. I'm hearing your market, your audience, something that was very challenging. You felt like you had to go against a lot of theories. I'm hearing that as well. It's very controversial with the Fool upright as well, and the Justice in Reverse. Capricorn, I'm seeing you're like looking at a number of people, you're like, they're not going to get this. They're not going to understand, and that's just what it needs to be, I guess. I'm hearing that with the Fool leading you out, like, because maybe for a number of you, you didn't necessarily know where the cycle leads, and it is maybe something that is held in the space of a conversation, where it's like when I have this idea, but when I talk about it, I don't have any sort of, I'm hearing for a number of you, evidence or quantifiable steps that I take in talking about what this is and where it leads. But I have this sort of faith, can we say it that way? This sensation that it leads somewhere, at least for me. So for a number of you, this is your value, okay? You're like, I don't know why, it's even like this, like you look at a space, you're like, I just feel like I need to move in this direction. And like, I'm hearing everyone else kind of like looking at you, they're like, I think that tunnel looks a little scary, Capricorn. What about you? Magician. Like, they don't get it. I'm hearing that with the Magician. Like, there's something that's kind of like, I'm hearing, don't go chasing waterfalls. For a number of you, you, like, stuck a certain process out here, a certain cycle out. You're like, anyone else would have stopped a long time ago, but I sustained this, this motorboat. I'm hearing motorhome. I don't know what that. It could be a metaphor with the Magician. It's like I kept at it. Like even when the storm got real intense, I didn't like stop what I was doing and like mail my stuff back home. Interesting. So it's like in other words, you felt there's a reason for what also I feel I don't understand. Interesting. So it's like, for a number of you, you appreciated not being able to see through the thick of the clouds in that whatever period of your life, that was. Maybe for a number of you, kind of, again, I'm hearing controversial, very, very heavy. I'm hearing that as well, very heavy cycle here. For a number of you, it was something that you just like couldn't, but in a way it was very exciting as well, okay? It's like, let's clear, just natural. You know when a certain cycle is also feeling appropriate in relation to your overall sort of macro dream, right? You kind of can sense, well, I think that I resonate with this, right? And it's not something that you can like logically define and say, yeah, this is where I'm meant to be. It's just a sort of like, I was just following the yellow brick road, I was just sort of meandering, and I felt like, yeah, yellow is like an interesting color to me, and I was following it. I'm hearing that interesting all the way through. So for a number of you, this is a story actually of patience with the Fool and the Ace of Cups. Like, how far are you willing to follow what you love, even when it takes you to the thickest part of the woods? Interesting. Wow. So hold on. This is not obvious. Okay, general reading, right? We have to say that as well. Always use your personal intuition. We have to say that this reading is also for entertainment purposes only. We gotta say that. So hey, and we take it as you will. But there's a lot of potential here for a number of you. There was a window of opportunity as well, and it was something that was pretty risky. I will say that as well, Capricorn. I'm gonna pull here on each of the stages. It was something that you were like, okay, yeah, but listen, something does come through that makes clear. This is, again, maybe not for everyone, or I don't, how can we say that, we need, okay, apply your situation. We cannot say that this is for everyone, but the Empress here's me the Fool. There's a reason why. It's like, I'm here in Canada. I don't know, it could be a specific message, but like there's a reason why. Let's clear the ground. For a number of something you're training on, yep. And it's hard. It is really hard. And people will look at you like you're crazy. From time to time, possibly. But, to you, you know what it means to you. And that's what's important yet again. Because it comes down to that conceptual space of, why am I attracted to this space? You know, and even the sheer desire to further understand what that is, right? Maybe for a number of you, it's almost like, let's say you have this interest in a certain even like industry, and it's like, well, I don't know that industry yet, but I feel interested in the industry, in learning about it, and maybe understanding better what it may offer me. You know, maybe others are like, well, right off the bat, it's not clear to me. It's not something that I feel I can understand like right out the gate. So I'm going to step away from that. So for a number of you, this is something maybe that you took your time with, and you said, hey, I'm willing not to fully, you know, sort of create a mold for this concept here, interesting, and just sort of see where it goes. Let's pull all the cards here for Capricorn. Thank you for your patience as well. Again, everyone with these readings, I have a lot of readings on the back burner. Oh my, I gotta get through them. There are the Jupiter retrograde readings, Jupiter direct, as we have since gone through that cycle as well, and I wanted to do sort of similar to the Venus direct readings that we did, a Jupiter direct reading, and these are mighty long cycles relatively, you know, month-long cycles, and then and Saturn direct as well. So in addition, Mars went retro, and we do have readings for Mars retrograde up already, and that's on the place if you do feel guided. But well, let's see what else. Yeah, we got Neptune retro, but I wanted to do specifically Jupiter and Saturn, so keep an eye out for those if you do feel guided. For those of you who are new viewers, how many of you, this is your first time watching? If it is, and you're like, well, this is going by too fast, you can actually slow it down by clicking the gear. If you're like, what's going on? I'm using the cards, but I'm also channeling, so, you know, take it as well. Okay, let's, wow, for a number of you, for a number of you in love, no, Capricorn, like, it's, if you were wondering what this is called, it's called Love with a Hierophant and the Eight of Pentacles. Again, general reading, gotta say that as well. Always take it as you will. Justice, it could be love for a certain, you know, passion for a certain concept. I'm hearing that as well. Like even a vision that you have of how you see yourself carrying out your work. It's like, it's something that you just, at the end of the day, you also feel magnetized towards. And it's interesting because with the Justice card upright, we see this space of where we feel good. I'm hearing that ultimately, right? And that's not something that we can kind of like, sort of fudge. We can't say, oh, I'm gonna like try to feel good. You know, it's like with the Justice, it's like more so, where I am naturally, it's like the moth to the flame. It's like, do we tell the moth to like sort of draw towards a flame? No, right? With the Justice card and the Hierophant, it's where we feel, also at our best. Interesting. Someone feels like something or someone, yes, this is a huge opportunity. It really speaks to their passion on a number of levels, and it is ideologically, and if this is a vision for, let's say, a product you want to launch, I'm hearing this for a number of you, or a business you want to start, get off the ground, it is not just like, I'm hearing aesthetic attraction, this is actually layers, where it's like, I'm around you, and I don't have a reason for why I'm attracted to you. I'm hearing that as well. So again, it can come from like a number of angles here, with the Empress as well, the Justice card, and the Hierophant. A lot of Venusian energy here coming through for your Capricorn, when it comes down to what you're really waiting on here. Alright, let's jump into it. For a number of you, you're starting a business, I'm hearing self-made. You want to like take your time with this, and you would rather, I'm hearing, work slowly and steadily, to really set and lay the foundation that works for you. So in other words, like others, I don't know why we're sort of creating this really clear distinction between others and you within the space of what you create, but there might feel like I am doing this in a totally unique way. It's like no one else would really also like have anything but silence to say to my history, my past. Okay, interesting. So yeah, this is maybe your story as well that goes into the creation of whatever this I'm hearing also this new wave, this new concept is. I'm hearing this new wave of also consciousness as well. So let's get into it. Capricorn, maybe for a number of you, what you're actually creating as well is, I'm hearing, creating some sort of sustainable vision for the future, and this is maybe to serve a number of people. I'm hearing communities, businesses, I'm hearing that as well. For a number of you, I'm hearing callback. You've been really working towards getting some sort of position here. I'm hearing that as well. Promotion. This is really heavily for a lot of Capricorns here. I'm hearing this for a number of you, been on your mind. With the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, you've been training, maybe even, you know, revising some body of work to make it just kind of feel perfect, and again, perfect for you in your eyes. For a number of you, it's the kind of thing where it's like anyone else who would have been in like my so-called proverbial shoes would have like submitted this a long time ago. Like they would have thought, you know, the essay is all right. Death card, like on the first, I'm hearing right out. I'm hearing right out. Okay. Anyways, it's like, but you're like, no, I know my vision and I don't know it. And that's the point too. Interesting. So, wow. So it is for a number of you. This is something controversial. With the Fool, with the Nine of Swords, for a number of you, maybe this is even an entrepreneurial business that has not yet been, let's say, so-called proven to be, you know, profitable. I'm hearing that as well. And you're like, but I see what others, yes, I agree, have not yet seen, and that's part of the mix-up. Interesting. And the magic in the mixtape. Wow, this could be something you want to create. I'm here, it has to do with music. It's maybe even like a genre. I'm hearing pool deck, pool house. I'm hearing pool music. I don't know. Okay, Capricorn, Chariot. Okay, like, so someone is frustrated though because they feel like somebody doesn't maybe entirely Capricorn, you keep it going. I'm hearing with the Ace of Cups and the Chariot for a number of you. This is, you know, it's something in your bones. It's not something you can break down, even financially. And, you know, don't feel disheartened. Don't feel, you know, disenchanted when people don't get it, when they don't get your vision, they don't get your idea of Mother Cups. There is maybe someone or a number of people here who are, for a number you're dealing with, either a Scorpio or a Pisces, can be your own energy. You're like, this is what I'm activating around this time. It is more so for a number of you an intuitive sort of, I'm hearing a hunch where it's like, this is a vision I have. I want to create this. I don't necessarily have a reason for why, but I want to move in this direction. So let's clear on Devil. You guys have maybe even had this vision since you were young. I'm hearing a child. It was something even like just natural for you with a Four of Cups. Now, okay, let's pull a few more cards. Three of Pentacles here in the current state. We got Three of Pentacles here. Daughter Cups. Wow, you got a lot of water energy around this time. For a number of you, might have even met someone who's got a lot of water in their chart. Let's clear it. It's almost like, or you might be hearing from someone. They could be a musician or something related to the element of even empathy. I'm hearing intuition. I'm hearing expression. Be it in the way of like, let's say you're a director. I'm hearing that as well, or like you're a playwright. I'm just hearing this right off the bat, and you have an idea for, let's say, a story you want to. I'm hearing you want to board. Interesting, like something you want to even like screenplay write out. It's like I'm seeing. There was this really long, for a number, I'm hearing lonely sort of cycle where you're like, I'm alone in this, and I know that. I'm the only person in my startup company. I'm hearing this for a number of you, the dot with the Sun of Cups upright, looking off into the future. And there's a reason why you or maybe also were led, as you might have felt it, to go so-called at it alone. And that really at a certain point, I'm hearing maybe for a number, and again, general reading serves the overall function of your featured film. This is maybe like a very specific message for a number of you, but I am hearing movie direction with the Ten of Pentacles. It is something that for a number of you, when it really comes down to it, it's funny because I'm seeing for a period of time there's that feeling of like loneliness, and it was like possibly, I'm hearing May, Five of Cups upright, right around May, I don't know, and I think that was actually, yes, when we were in the last cycle Mercury retrograde. So, and 5 is actually the month of May, and this is Five of Cups that I'm looking at that leads out of the Sun of Cups. So then it's like, there's something that like has completely sold you. I'm hearing on your vision once again. Now this can be somebody that you just like all of a sudden, I'm hearing like, again, let's backtrack. You're again this lonely sort of energy, and then it was like, then suddenly it's like you right after that period, you like come into contact with someone. This is a divine connection here, a divine intervention. I'm hearing as well in that way with the Mother Cups, with the Hangman, with the Ace of Cups, where you're like, okay, like I know there's a reason why I'm being led, let's say, to take also this journey on my own. Star at the base of the Sun of Cups. Capricorn, trust your intuition. It's not random that you also decided to take the rails instead of the rope. Interesting. So yeah, it's like the long way. It's like I'm taking what others would call the long way to I'm hearing the path of success. I'm hearing stardom. I'm hearing that with the Star and the Six of Cups. Now, for a number of you, this could be someone who you're courting, okay? And it's like you've been taking your time with that. You've had your eye on them. Oh, you haven't forgotten. Let's say in that way, Capricorn with the Sun of Cups, looking at the Hangman, Mother Cups, Death card, Star. There's something that has connected you still. Daughter Wands, like a memory. It's like, I can't forget them. Daughter Wands, Ace of Cups. Now, this is something, though, yet again, where it's like persistence and patience pays off. It is that feeling, Capricorn, that you like, as a Capricorn, you wait for that. Okay, like I'm waiting for my dime to turn. Okay, like a fortune here with the Devil, right? It's like there's a reason why I'm patient. There's a reason why I'm like holding out. I'm hearing that as well. Now, for a number of you, you could be dealing with a Pisces yet again. Someone who's got a lot of wow. Oh my God, this is love. This is what we call love, with the Two of Cups in reverse, in between the Hangman with the Six of Cups in reverse, and the Sun of Cups and the Mother Cups. I'm hearing, I've been waiting. I'm hearing, whoa. My love. This song came through in the Gemini reading. Now, Yeah. Okay. Yet again, for a number of you, you maybe like bump into them. This is like, you know, again, after this period, you're like, all right, I'm tired. I am tired, but I'm not so tired that I regret that I go back on what, let's say, I promised myself. I'm here as well. I would pretend doesn't, oh, interesting, doesn't hurt me, doesn't bother me. High Priestess in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse. And then it's like, right then, for a number of you, I'm hearing you see them. And it's like, there is a moment of gratitude here that you cannot shake, justice upright. It is just the way I'm hearing you imagined it as well. Interesting justice here. It's like something just is like perfect. It's like I'm hearing somebody sliding on a surfboard. I'm hearing out from sea onto you on the coast kind of feeling. I don't know. It's like, and they deliver you something you were like really needing like right then. Like, I don't know what that's only to. Wow. Capricorn. Look at the way this card just propped up. Could never be any more perfect. It's like Ten of Swords in reverse, and as like an armrest. Okay, it doesn't get any more perfect, I'm telling you, Capricorn. And maybe for everybody this is like something restarting over, even like regenerating. It's a cycle that you feel like finally I'm able to like also, I'm hearing, tell them what I feel, tell them what I think, air my emotions out here with the Son of Cups looking at the Mother of Cups. Okay, but now for a number of you, it's in this way, Mother of Wands, wow. It's like in this way, I'm hearing this again, like somebody's like surfing the wave out, and then like someone's, let's say, on the coast, and they're just like, man, I'm so thirsty. Like they're thinking right in that moment, like I just really wish, but they're on the coast and like there's nowhere that really has any water in sight. I'm hearing that with the Ace of Cups, like no one can give me, I'm hearing what I need, I'm hearing that as well, and I know that, and then it's like out of like nowhere. Here comes, I'm hearing the letter B. I'm hearing, because I'm bad to the bone. I'm hearing that. Like literally surfing out. Nine of Cups upright. with a cup of water in hand. It could be, you know, a metaphor. Take it as you will. Now, all right, Capricorn, thank you for tuning in. Loving the light to you all here. One more second here. Real quick. Emperor in reverse. Sitting out with the Chariot. I'm hearing chummy. Chummy. Somebody maybe is thinking of inviting someone here. I'm hearing that with the Chariot. The Ace of... I almost said the Ace of Pentacles. The Emperor, whoa, this is a thick card here. It's because it's not just one card, it's three, and these two were like stuck like glue together at the base of the Emperor. So we have the Emperor in reverse, Eight of Swords upright, and the Son of Wands upright. Somebody maybe is meeting someone. Wow, this is something, I'm hearing someone's going to get really close to somebody here. They want to start, they're going to be spending a lot of time here. I'm hearing with someone, with the Son of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Two of Cups, they're going to start really getting very familiar. I'm hearing as well, like more familiar with some space that they had a lot of interest in for quite some time. I'm hearing it in that way. Yeah, get ready. I'm hearing this for number Capricorn. Get ready to like really have the moment, the chance, the opportunity. Also, just say what you've been feeling to see also where things go. I'm hearing that within that space. Son of Wands is like a dream come true for number Capricorn. Like, and you've worked so damn hard at this. It's not even about the door at this point that you move through. It was about the journey, and you realize that at the end of the story with the Hermit upright. And so it is maybe for a number of you a long cycle as well, where you're like, I literally created this, I'm hearing as well this for a number of business, from the ground up. I didn't know where the legs to the chair would actually come from. I built those myself as well. I'm hearing that for a number of you. Like, you actually created something. And it is something that one day I'm hearing people will see as a masterpiece. Trust me, I'm hearing in this way. Like, your spirit guys want you to be proud. I'm hearing that as well, of what you know. And why you feel that, you know, that is enough, right? The way in which you know what you know, and that not necessarily always does that mean logically, where I say I know, like with evidence, that I can hand others in their dialect to prove what this is to me, but to say I know in my heart what I feel, and I know that that's what I have also to give others. Wow, so that could be a particular message. Wow, splitting up. Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Chariot. It's all water energy. That's all. This is a full cycle as well with the Ace, the 1, 10, right? The last sort of sequence here in the Cup suit, and Chariot, Cancer energy, carrying you out, like. You know, it started with that vision. So it was not something that maybe for a number of you, it's like this, like I started working on a project that was totally irrelevant to a certain, I'm hearing committee, at a certain period of time. And I still worked on it, and I still worked towards the vision. I didn't work, I'm hearing, according to also what was, created and carved out for me. Interesting. And, you know, it could have been a lot easier, but for a number of reasons, you took the so-called harder route. But it's not really about that either. Yeah, the Star and the Ace of Cups, no. Ace of Wands, this is something, well, take it as you will. It is something, take it as you will, Capricorn. It's something that you care about. And in those moments, let's say it in that way, you know, love is not, at the end of the day, I'm hearing hard work. I don't know what that's going to, take it as you will. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups in reverse. With the Chariot, the Ace of Wands, we are willing to wait for what we really feel, you know, will be what we want. I'm hearing that as well. We're willing to make the so-called short-term sacrifices to eventually lead to what we feel we will really, you know, sort of find we resonate with. I'm hearing on a deeper level with the Chariot down the line and the Justice card. So in other words, it's like when I'm having fun, when I'm in love, I don't feel like it's hard work. I don't feel like I'm losing time. I don't feel like it's a sacrifice sort of energy. And that always depends on how you see it. Not to say that, you know, this cycle was easy in every way, but there were, I'm hearing a lot of wet eyes, I'm hearing tears and late night talks that didn't really take you at the end of the day anywhere. But I'm hearing to the same lens of the kaleidoscope. Wow. Okay, from which we continue to see our story play out through. Magician and the Three of Cups and the Devil. This is something that you're creating, Capricorn. It is really challenging. I will just come out and say it. You will be feeling defeated. Okay, but that depends on from what angle you perceive of your so-called success. Okay, with the Devil and the Three of Cups and the High Priest in reverse. This is where, you know, the people who you surround yourself with, the energy at the end of the day that you interact with when you are carrying this creative you know, vision through will be so important. Okay, because it's like, you know, there are these different elements, right? It's like we think about air, we think about wind, we think about fire, we think about, you know, every seed needs something particular. And I wrote about this actually on my Instagram, Boxers Adventures, but also on I think it was on the, on the community page on the channel. This was like a few months back. And it was, you know, I was talking about how, if you think about a seed, okay, just because it doesn't grow in some garden, right, doesn't mean that it's a bad seed. Every seed needs something particular for it to grow, you know, certain climate and so on and so forth. So it's like for a number of you, knowing also, and that's maybe part of the process, knowing, and that's why for a number of you, you've been sort of feeling maybe that you've been going at it alone in some ways, but knowing and figuring out exactly what suits your seed, in other words, maybe your vision, it has been the process and so necessary. So it's like when you are an entrepreneur, when you're creating something that is like yours, right? It's so important to be authentic with yourself through that process because you're the creator of that. And sometimes it requires of you to alienate in some cases, and this is, you know, I'm just channeling, I can't speak for everyone, you know, I can't say that as a blanket statement, but for a number of you, it's something where you really felt like, I need to just literally go out in like the middle of the woods, of forest, and just meditate on my concepts and not talk to any so-called leaders and, you know, sort of gurus and people who so-called know what, you know, I'm talking about and so on. Interesting. So 1 second. Yeah, so it's not about expertise. For a number of you, this is something maybe even that you have been channeling. And again, it's very on mind, body, soul level, on maybe even like on an astral level, there's a lot of work here that needed to be done. Activations with the High Priestess and the 10 of Pentacles. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for tuning in the light to enjoy this period. Let's jump into Leo. Okay. Let's clear the energy and ground for you, Leo. Oh boy, oh boy. Whew. Okay. And for those of you, please, if you could timestamp, that would be so lovely. Let's get it. All right, Leo, I'm hearing this is really competitive. Well, something here maybe coming through where you feel it's good though. Okay, and an air of competition does Leo good every now and then, right? Almost we feed off of that here with the moon in reverse. I got a lot of Leo in my chart. I am a sun sign Pisces, but I have my sun in the 5th house actually, and my sun sign. Okay, and we're talking about that in one of the lives. Anyways, okay. But yeah, my sun in Pisces is placed in my 5th house, and depending on what house system you use, but 4th house, 5th house, and that is again the house of Leo, and my midhaven is in Leo. I'm a Scorpio rising, moon in reverse, 2 of Pentacles. Wow, we're getting all the details out here. For a number of you, you're showing up. Yeah, oh, you better believe it. The universe has its hands on the back of your tush, Leo, and it is giving you a little push out on stage. Double the Magician. For a number of you, you know what this is. You're excited to do whatever this is. It's something that you've been waiting for, if anything, and there's a sensation of, you know, the sun has come out and it's time. Empress in reverse. Wow. Okay, so this isn't maybe an audition for a number of you, or something that it's like a tryout feeling. Like I wanna prove myself. I'm hearing that as well. The Empress in reverse to my light body. Wow. Okay, so for a number, you're merging your vision in the 3D. I'm hearing this for a number of you. 44 right there. Wow, 44 minutes. It was 44 right there. So it could be a particular message for a number of you with the Magician, some kind of activation here. Absolutely 6 of Cups for a number of you. You're meeting people, meeting a number of people. This is a very specific message for a number of you. You're meeting people who you do resonate with when it comes to whatever this vision is that you would like to carry out. For a number of you, this is your soul family, your soul tribe. There's something about meeting new people here. I'm hearing that with the Devil and the 6 of Cups and the Magician and the 2 of Swords in reverse. Chariot, oh, big time. This is like family. It's like you're connecting with people you feel, that's it. Like this is the greatest also time for me to do this. Interesting. So maybe you feel like the time is now. There's some kind of opportunity. Maybe it is, as you feel it, really opportune. Is like the environment is really accommodating. Yes. It's like I just feel like I gotta go for it. Energy with the Sun of Cups in reverse and the World's upright, very accommodating. I'm hearing that as well. For a number of you, this is something happening abroad. I'm hearing accogliente, that's a word in Italian. It is the sensation, maybe for a number of you, Leo, of like, I left this to the very last moment, and now it is the last moment. And I'm gonna carry it out in the very last moment. I don't know what that's linked to. Hello, Christina. Dupuy, thank you for your donation, $4.99. Thank you for connecting. We have 233 people in the room right now. Hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for connecting. Oh, honk, honk, honk. Right there. Let's clear it and ground. The Magician is upright, looking in the future. For a number of you, it's something that you're actually... it is something that kind of... Well, for a number of you, I'm hearing you're calculating it. I'm hearing you're also, though... well, you're creating it with the Magician. For a number of you, this is something you're marketing, or you're creating, you're carrying out. You're carving out even an industry for. You're kind of like you're promoting or presenting your work. This is for a number of you in a huge audience. This is a big deal with the Magician. Well, in some way, it will reach the masses. I'm hearing this for a number of you with the World, the Magician, and the Devil. That's always exciting news for Leo, right? Or for those who have a lot of Leo, you're like, yes, exciting. Okay, Magician. I want people to like also yep, full in reverse. I was gonna say controversial, but I was like, well, it's like maybe for a number of you, you're like, well, I don't know exactly, you know, how, I don't want to frame it as, okay, controversial, or something that might for a number of you be a little bit mind-bending, like maybe even have something that's kind of futuristic, you're like kind of new age, like it is kind of quirky maybe even, but it's not like, one second, it is something that maybe is kind of legally, oh wow, for a number of you, this is some kind of legislature maybe even that you want to pass. Let's clear it in the right eye. For a number of you, it's something you're producing. It's a record label. There's something with like maybe music. You want to even produce something that's like kind of like, I've never thought of taking those two musicians and like kind of having them do whatever they do together. Like, let's clear it and ground. Maybe for a number of you, it's like something you're actually creating. Now, whatever it is, though, it is kind of interesting because I'm seeing that it's really dynamic, actually, with the Magician upright. Maybe for a number of you, and again, general reading, you're taking these concepts that are kind of abstract. I'm hearing that as well, and it can be something like where there is this philosophical sort of undertone to it. With the Magician, I'm hearing it has even, for a number of you, absolutely no question, a political charge with the World and the Magician and the Son of Swords. For a number of you, it's something that, one second. Yeah, it could be something you're predicting, actually. But there is maybe something that, I'm hearing trend forecasting, has to do with maybe even like cultures, okay? There's something that you maybe even would like to merge or spread awareness about with the Full in reverse. It could be some sort of activism-related cause. It's something you feel real passionate about. Leo, oh my, you're like, I've been waiting for when I could do this. I'm hearing for a number of you, London. I don't know what that's going to. I'm hearing 4-4, okay. Make sure we're hydrated. For a number, you're gonna be. I'm hearing it's like some kind of talk, but it is like that classic energy, especially with Leo. Of I am literally just waiting to step out of the hall and onto the dance floor. I'm hearing that's all the Magician. Okay. Let's actually pull a card here for you, Leo, for each of the stages. For a number of you, this can also be something you're proposing with the Two of Cups in reverse, Six of Cups upright, Chariot, and the Two of Swords. For a number of you, you're dealing with a Cancer. Somebody who has a lot of Cancer in the chart. A lot of Leo, I'm hearing that as well. With the Devil as well, maybe some Capricorn. Okay, let's get into it, Leo. The Fool in reverse. We're on the last Mercury retrograde cycle. That was about a few months back, about May. We've got the Four of Wands in reverse. And then we have, there's a pre-shadow in the current state of Ten of Cups. Wow, some of you are going to really be seeing for your story come full circle. I'm hearing this, where it's like everything that I've been kind of seeing and feeling and wanting, I'm hearing to create, to build, that I've been envisioning really, and feeling that there is a lot of potential for, is manifesting. And with the Ten of Cups, it's like kind of surreal. Mother of Swords in reverse, but I'm not saying that you're like psyched out about this. Actually not in the least bit with the Empress. It's more so like I'm stepping into the role with the world, yeah. So it's like, it's kind of like that similar energy, the Capricorn read, where it's like, I have had this vision and like, here comes, I'm hearing, here comes the sun, da 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 da, with the Three of Cups in the world. Here comes this person on the surfboard just kind of delivering to me the mic that I need to get onto the stage with, and it's just like perfect timing with the World and Three of Cups. So let's clear it. It's like, yes, there is something that maybe you feel is activating even with the Star, and it is that feeling of like, it's time. Three of Wands, wow, so much dynamic creative energy. We have three cards that speak of the number frequency of three. So we have Three of Wands, the Empress, and the Three of Cups. Now feel free to come back to this reading, or sort of think, 6 months down the line, a year down the line, and you might find that this concept resonates in some way. I remember it was about a year before we had this sort of pandemic here ongoing, and I was in Hawaii, and I posted this video on the channel. For those of you who have not been following for quite too long, I'll just mention it here as well. So it's always interesting, right? Because like, even, okay, I'm working with this, with this, let's say, so-called ability, or this, channeling, and so it is always a surprise as well at times how these energies can come through. And so at the time of like channeling, this was back in 2019, and I was again in Hawaii. There was this video I did, it was for Pisces, and I think there were a few others. Anyhow, I was again channeling, and I was like, okay, I'm hearing Corona. I don't know what that is, but I'm hearing Corona. This was a full year, almost 8 to 11 months prior to when, okay, so 2020. So it's like, things may at this point in time be kind of fuzzy. Feel free to come back to these concepts and this reading and others as well, and see, wow, what is it that I really now can also extract from that story. Interesting. That surprise, I'm hearing that as well for a number of reasons. Something that maybe you've been working with, that you feel it's like you almost like you want to leave something. Well, one second. You even like interesting. Maybe you put something on the back burner. Ace of Cups, mirroring the Three of Cups. Let's clear it. There could be something of a focus on the number 3. Yes, Judgment right there. Right over the Empress for number. This has to do with the archetype of Venus. I'm hearing Libra. Yep. It's like you're coming back to whatever this is. Right there, Justice. Okay, so this is the archetype of Libra coming through right there over the Star, Three of Cups, and the Ace of Cups for a number of you. You know this person. Splitting to the Hermit right there. They might have a lot of Virgo in their chart. There's a very strong physical side to this story as well. Ace of Pentacles, for a number of you, there's a very maternal energy. I'm hearing that as well, where there is this sort of question of potential with the Hermit and the Ace of Pentacles and the Fool. I don't know what that's alluding to, but there's a lot of this energy of wanting to inspire. I'm hearing that as well. To manage. I'm hearing the vision. I'm hearing the passion with the Hermit. I don't know. Take it as you will. A little abstract potentially, but there's something of this question. Some of you dealing with someone's got a lot of Libra, a lot of Virgo, maybe even some Aquarius. They're coming back around the mountain in terms of whatever this conversation around potential was. Let's clear it. Or you're coming to the concept of working with the concept of potential in relation to the space. Now, the Ten of Pentacles, I'm hearing they're famous. Okay, interesting. Someone could be famous here. Three of Cups in the Justice card, there's a focus on the number 3. It has to do with their middle name. I'm hearing their middle initial. I don't know what that's going to. It's clearing ground. You lead out the world, mirroring the Ten of Cups. I'm hearing famous again. Ace of Wands in reverse. A lot of passion. Five of Wands upright. A lot of, we see fire here, right? The Ace of Wands and the Five of Wands. 5 is the number associated with Leo as well. The Ace is associated with Aries. This is like fire. We got, you know, the numbers associated with fire as well. So this is something that has been, for a number, this is a very creative idea, maybe even for numbers, something that's been on the back burner like for a long time now. You'll be coming back to this concept. You know, anything that is, what I'm thinking of right here is that phrase, you know, let's turn around. If the bird is meant to be yours, let it go. If it flies back to you, right, then it's something like that. Let the bird go. If it flies back to you, then it's meant to be yours. If the bird is meant to be yours, it'll fly back, you know, something like that with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So it's like, you know, someone maybe even, they looked at a space, interesting, for a number of you, there was clearing here involved with the Five of Pentacles and reap ball, cotton. Somebody had to say goodbye to someone. It was very sad. Five of Pentacles in reverse, Daughter of Swords upright. Someone actually maybe was not physically around some space, or there was something that was put on hold, and then it's like, now what? Okay, kind of energy. And then I'm seeing that for a number of you, you might be coming back to that. I'm hearing tea, milky. Someone was like, where did my milk go? I'm hearing that as well. Like someone was maybe, like they wanted to connect with someone, and then something was put on pause, put on hold. Leo, let's jump into here, Pisces. Thank you, Pisces, for tuning in. Love and light to you here. And oh boy, Pisces, I'm hearing around this period for you, there are a lot of people, let's just say it in a simple way, Pisces, there are a lot of people who want to talk to you around this time. They want to get to know you better. I'm hearing they want to hear what it means to say your name. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know what that's going to. Okay, Pisces is like, well, let me just hold on to that. Like, wait, before we get into that, let me take my hair down. Let me get ready for what we're going to be talking about. Okay, wait, you wanted to know what now? I'm hearing it in that way for a number of you. Now, I'm hearing, ooh, that song by One Direction, 'cause I'm in love with you. All the little things. How do I sound British? How do I sound British on demand? To get it most accurate for you. Okay, Daughter of Pentacles upright. I'm hearing British. Okay, Daughter of Pentacles. No. Oh, Pisces, someone's had their eye on you. And vice versa. Strength in reverse. Mother of Wands upright. Don't play it like you didn't see it coming, Pisces. Just a little word of advice. Come on now. I'm hearing, you know what fire feels like. And you felt it full in reverse the very minute you met them. I'm hearing this for a number of you. Mother of Wands upright. And this could be for a number of you, something that you've been, you know, kind of working with the concept of full in reverse. For a number of you, this is something that you actually made, it was put on pause, you let go of, you sort of stepped away from, even with the full in reverse. I'm hearing magic. I'm hearing magic in the air too. Oh, I'm hearing that song as well by Phil Collins. I could feel it coming in the air tonight. Mother of Cups in reverse. All right, Pisces, take a breath. Deep one though. Okay, you have one chance. I'm hearing one moment, one night. I'm hearing to give it your all, and that will be exactly what you give, because that's all they want at the end of the day. Like, I don't know what that means for an review in a literal way. Well, it's divine. Whatever this is, it is kind of like perfect because it already is. Interesting. It's not like it is created in a perfect way. It's not like it happens in a perfect way. It's like it is just serendipity. I'm hearing that as well. That tells the story this time and in this way with the Justice card and Three Cups. Now, for a number of you, this is someone who you are so, well, for now, we turned on by, let's just be honest. Yeah, you're very much, once again, did I just say Mary? Mary, that's the verb that we need to do. Okay. Pisces is like, trying to like not give all their cards away when it comes to the attraction. I'm here for no review. I don't want to like just right off the bat, but like I do want to like, you know, just like, okay, fine. They like come out with it fine. They're like, hey, look. I really see you, like, in this way. Ace of Cups poking and prodding out from the main stack. How many of you have a Venus in Pisces? Explain the Hangman right there. Some of you have a Stellium in Pisces. Jessica, Empress right here. Is that you, Jessica? I know Jessica, one of the viewers, got a lot of Pisces. Two of Cups in reverse. Oh, yeah. You guys have been in love for a long time. I'm hearing this for, not like, you've known maybe even this person for a long time. But it's like, I don't know, there's this feeling of, like, I didn't see how far I would come to have to come back home. Like, wait, what? So, wow. Okay, so for a number of you, it's interesting. Maybe you knew this person for like a lot. I'm hearing for a number of you 8 years. I'm hearing London. I'm hearing long time no see. I'm hearing that as well. Father wants, and it's like, yeah, let's clear it. Oh boy, you both been dreaming of each other. Father wants, daughter cups. There's some kind of physical connection here that someone has not forgotten. Oh my god. They're like, okay. Hangman in reverse, daughter cups. Like, this is a really beautiful energy, actually, for a number of you. Well, maybe that's what someone's telling you, actually, as well, Leo. I'm hearing Leo. Okay, Pisces, like, someone maybe in your environment, they look at you, maybe even, and they're like, I like the way this person also treats you. I'm hearing makes you feel like, maybe this is like your friend. I'm hearing Leo again so strongly, like maybe this is you with you. You're like, yeah, I like this. Also, this maybe, well, for this could be even an industry that like you're now just working in, and you kind of, you feel like resonating with it. Okay, Hangman in reverse. You're like, I like what this feels like. Okay. It is an overall empowering energy. I'm hearing that as well with the Hangman in reverse. Yeah, there's something I'm hearing that is relieved with the Ten of Swords in reverse leading you out here. And some of you could be dealing with the archetype of Venus around this time, which is the ruler of Libra. 7th house energies with the Justice card for a number of you. You've met the love of your life. And I'm just gonna say it as clearly as I can so that we have no questions later. Okay, Pisces, like I'm just saying right here, right now, the Father got to the tower. Okay, this is like, they're so romantic that it's kind of rude. At the end of the day, I don't know what that's only too interesting. It's like, it's rude, to others in the environment. Oh boy, boy, they set the standard. In other words, they embarrass. Okay, also like your brother, I mean, I don't know what that was like to. It's like, I don't know, that could be a particular message. Maybe even like their someone's cousin. They're like, yeah, no, this is like, this puts them to shame. Like death mirroring the Temperance card and the Hermit. Thank you, Mandy, for your donation. Love and light to you here. Thank you for connecting and everyone here who's in the room. Death in reverse, the Hermit in reverse. Okay, that sounded kind of serious. Everybody who's in the room. Okay. I mean, just thank you. Okay, Ten of Cups in reverse. I don't know what that's linked to. Maybe they got this, like, well, for a number of you, they got this is a serious kind of connection. This is for a number of you, a serious kind of emotion. I'm hearing that as well, that you're feeling. You're like, I've also, for a number of you, never felt like this before. It is something, I'm hearing swine. I'm hearing also why. Somebody's like brushing someone's eye. They're like, I'm hearing, I've been crying, why? I'm hearing the Hierophant in reverse. Wow. High Priestess upright. So something is unbelievable. Oh my god. 6 of Cups upright and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is something kind of surprising. Like, it is surprising. Yeah, again, with the High Priestess and the 10 of Pentacles upright. This is divine, right? It's like the universe is not random when it gets us in touch with also the aftershave of the beard that we really I don't know what, once again, I'm hearing the beard. The beard? I'm hearing the aftershave. So, like, let's say it this way. Something that maybe didn't make sense in the past. It's like, now I know why I had those experiences. Okay, like, obviously I needed to see what that felt like. I'm seeing someone's, like, touching the stubble of someone's aftershave. They're like, that's why, like, I also needed to show myself who I was in relation to what I wanted interesting. So it's like, I had to come down to my values. I'm hearing Thank You Next, that song by Ariana Grande. It's like, that kind of energy with the World and the Daughter of Wands, like, 10 of Pentacles upright, like, you know, there was a reason for all that, okay? Like, why did I meet? I'm hearing the letter G. I'm hearing GoFundMe. I'm hearing that as well as a campaign platform, right? Magician here, Ace of Pentacles, like, that's why I get it now. I'm hearing that. So there's a little bit of this, well, there is this space of transformation, inchworming here with the Magician towards, you know, something that we hold a space of gratitude for at the end of the day with the Judgment card upright. It's like, I am so appreciative for those things that didn't make sense, actually, with the Magician and the Judgment card. I'm happy to have also met you. I'm hearing that as well. Moon in reverse. Let's clear it. Interesting. So I'm hearing that song again. Ariana Grande, Thank You Next. It's like, I'm really happy that this is also when I see the light of those experiences. Interesting. So it's like, something has really kind of unfolded in a way that is so magical, actually, Pisces. I'm hearing that Moon in reverse. Father Swords upright, Ace of Swords upright. And it may not be for everyone, right? Always take it as you will, heed your personal tuition. But this is something of a process that was very psychologically challenging, because it was like, okay, why am I keep hitting the wall with my car? Like, I'm watching the road, I got my eyes on the road, and then it's like, all of a sudden, like, what the heck? The road turns into a wall, and like, you know, maybe it's like experiences that you didn't see coming. You're like, yeah, I just keep meeting these people who just like play me and play me and play me like a record, like over and over. And it's like, who said that I wanted to be played? Maybe my song is a private one and it's kind of sentimental actually. And maybe I don't want to sing it for just anyone. I'm hearing that. Interesting. So it's like, you know, why though? I'm hearing that Three Swords reverse. It's like, that really actually serves at the end of the day. And there's something about the circumstance into which whatever this sort of storyline that unfolds out and into the space of, that really accommodates the overall passion that you now feel for the sensation of creativity with the magician. Like, it's very interesting. Of Cups, remember, you've met your soulmate. I'm really happy for your Pisces. This is so beautiful. Ace of Cups upright, Eight of Cups in reverse. They will be wiping your tears. Don't worry. Father of Pentacles in reverse. I'm hearing I'm Rogan. Somebody, they hold their hand out, they're like shaking someone's hand. I'm hearing Rove. I'm hearing Roven. Rove, I don't know. Nice to meet you. Okay. Devil in reverse and a Swords upright. Like, this is the last time you will have to date. This is for a number of you. Now, all right. We have general readings, Ten of Cups upright. For matters related to love, art, partnership, harmony, beauty, you might want to check out your Venus sign, your Mars sign as well. I find sometimes that I resonate a whole lot with my Venus and my Mars. Also my Moon sign, I resonate a whole lot with. But, you know, this is like general, right? Because I have, in general, let's say, a lot of Sagittarius, my Moon sign, in my chart regardless. I mean, Jupiter in the 9th, you know, so on and so forth. So it's like, you know, in general, I have a lot of Sag. Okay, and my Moon is in Sag in the first house, and does angular house or anything in the first angular house is going to be really prominent energy. So, you know, there can be many factors here at play. I recommend to just watch the readings, right? The ones that you feel guided towards. And, you know, you might find that certain months you resonate a lot with certain archetypes. And I've really found that, you know, to be the case for myself. And in a certain way, right? In some ways, in a certain way. But, you know, you don't have to have, like, your sun in a certain sign to feel like you really resonate with that energy. I'm hearing that concept as well. Interesting. So let's clear it. Oh, God. No, for a number of you, this is like love with the Ten of Cups in reverse. Father of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Cups upright. You went through a long cycle, though, of kissing. I don't know if it was even a toad. It definitely wasn't a frog. I don't know. It wouldn't croak. I don't know what it called me out by the name of. I'm hearing that as well from time to time. Like, okay, I don't know why. I also, like, for a number of you, you were in. I just gotta say it. You were in a connection where there was no communication, virtually zero, zilch, nada, nothing. Nothing. Pisces. I'm hearing no more paint in the bucket. Like, you're trying to paint with like a dry bristled brush. That was like where that connection was going. Now, well, no judgment, but it's like, and that could be a connection that you have with yourself, with your higher self. You're like, that story was going nowhere, like, as I felt it. And for a number of you, maybe this was even in an industry that you worked in. Now, it could be a concept. You're like, it could even be in the way of, I thought that was attractive. I no longer do. That's not attractive to me. That's not my currency. I'm hearing that with the Eight of Cups in reverse. Sun and Wands. I now realize what I value and what's important to me and what I want. Now, for a number of you, it's like, we really had to go through that cycle, though. And that was something that at times got sticky. Even with ourselves, where we felt like, well, is it me? Am I the one beating myself up here? Three of Swords in reverse, Eight of Cups in reverse, Sun and Wands in reverse. Why do I keep, you know, meeting people who are not? I'm hearing also really meeting me. Interesting, where I meet myself first as well. So it's like, for a number of you, it was a matter of the question of empowerment around these connections. And what I'm seeing here now is that was the hike that got you to the top of the mountain, Pisces. You're now feeling the peak and the wind, the breeze that sets. I'm hearing and settles the story. I'm hearing on your cheeks. Interesting. Let's clear it. You're like, I see what happened there. I'm hearing that as well with the High Priestess of Right. Let's clear it. You have gratitude. You have if I could just say this in a simple way, this reading in a simple Ariana Grande, thank you, next. That's the song here. Okay, that's the theme here with the High Priestess as well, who's anchoring the whole spread. High Priestess, Pisces, your own energy, right? Especially with Pisces in the major arcana. For a number of you, you will be famous. I'm hearing that as well. Like, there's something that you're gonna be really like getting good at something here, or something that is gonna you're gonna really like establish something meaningful here with the Six of Cups and the High Priestess. Like, this is where we have a tree that is now growing roots. That's what I'm feeling. It's like, yeah, I always tried to like water this plant that like never really wanted to grow in the garden to begin with, and like I got watering and like one day it was like kind of saying hi to me, kind of growing, like, you know, I don't know what that's alluding to, but it's like, it's just kind of like, it kind of said hi or whatever. I don't know what that's alluding to. It's like, no, I'm not gonna like just try and also like make it work, okay? For the first time here for a number of you Pisces, there is, well, it's like, I'm not gonna try to manifest interesting on my own. Interesting. So for a number of you, this is a question of balance in the connection with the Two of Pentacles. It's like, where is it that I now feel that it just is right? Not because I have moved it from left to right. Okay, but I'm saying like in the past, maybe like there were some connections where you felt, and this could again be in your work as well, where you're like, yeah, I tried to just make it like work with some clients and it just didn't work. And it's like, I didn't need to make it work. Right? So in releasing what did not naturally work, we are then emotionally available, I'm hearing that as well for a number of you, for what will just kind of be brought into place. And for a number of you, it can be a contract. Like for number of you, the Two of Pentacles upright, like what was draining, this is draining with the Eight of Cups in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse, and a Wands in reverse, Magician upright, like you knew that that wasn't what you really deserved. I'm hearing this for a number of you. I knew that that wasn't really where I also needed to be in terms of my mindset when it comes down to really creating what it is that I want in the future. Like, in other words, you look at this space, you're like, I don't see myself really taking my work to the next level by working in this way. I'm hearing that. So it could be a sort of method even that you were using in terms of your work. But for a number of the Two of Pentacles leading out, it comes down to balance. And it's like, this is a connection where give and take is equal. We're not like texting them more, we're not texting them less. We're not, you know, trying harder than they are, and vice versa. It is something that we meet, you know, halfway with the Five of Swords, and at least we have a conversation about that. So, you know, for a number of you, it's really important when it comes to these concepts, interesting, of balance in terms of how we can also vocalize our needs to make sure that they're met. So in other words, it's like, you know, there is this sort of opening up, I'm hearing, of the importance of conversation, and also, you know, yes, like identifying what your vision is of a beautiful sort of ideal connection. I'm hearing that as well. Be it with your vision, 3D manifestation of form, but, you know, for a number of professionally, financially, or whatever, but for others of you, it's like, this is what I feel I would like in a connection, and I am now observing the importance of communicating that and those things that I appreciate. So let's clear it around with the High Priestess. For a number of you, you are setting and laying a foundation of what is meant to grow. I'm hearing long-term into the future with the Six of Cups and the High Priestess, the Chariot in reverse, Mother of Swords in reverse, Ace of Swords upright, and Ace of Cups. Now, for a number of you, you're recognizing what throws you off, and that's so important, right? I mean, that's an indispensable experience. Just think about it, right? Knowing where we have a leak in the boat, it's like, yeah, okay, do we want to spend our time doing that instead of sailing? Okay, maybe not. But the patchwork will be indispensable when it comes down the line to things like storms, right? When we're really out at sea and we're in the middle of the sea and we don't see anything, no lighthouse, you know, no island, no service, no SOS flag here to, you know, I'm hearing shake out. There is something that for a number of you feel you are coming down to as also, I'm hearing a primordial vision with the Ace of Swords, where it's like, this is something that I absolutely need, and this is pivotal for me with the Ace of Swords upright. It's a priority for me with the Ace of Swords upright, and the Nine of Cups upright, and the Father of Swords upright. For a number of you, you've met, this is for another number of you. Let's clear the energy and ground, let's backtrack and ground. You've met someone who brings forward for you these values, and it's like, I'm so grateful. I'm grateful. I'm hearing that with a star upright. That those stories were played in rewind. Interesting, because they got me back to the point of thinking about where I used to be. Interesting. So maybe for a number of you, you're meeting these, like, there's like a pattern experience. It was like, I keep meeting, and it's like, but the point was to, let's say, to purify, possibly for a number of you, the question of what you called your ideal. I'm hearing that as well. I'm like, getting to that point where you're like, that's not my ideal, and I'm seeing like a clown emoji. So I don't know what that's alluding to. It's like, it took a while for me to really see the clown with all the makeup, like in in their hair. I don't know what that's alluding to with the High Priestess. Like, something was even, like, elusive. It's like, it was all just a dream. Like, yeah, okay, Four of Pentacles upright, like, death in reverse. Like, clearly that wasn't, you know, the door that I really even wanted to move through. And sometimes we think we want things, right? And that's what's interesting about this earth plane, because we are operating on so many dimensions and levels, right? As a so-called human, we have the thought space, right? The mind, the sort of psychology space, the emotional sort of way that we interact with concepts of so-called people, you know, with places, with things. And then there is, right, that also that astral sort of plane, the energetic, the spiritual, and so on and so forth, and the physical as well. So it's like, you know, it's like at times we think that we want something, but, you know, lo and behold, when it is not sort of so-called manifesting, we can kind of appreciate maybe down the line in sort of retrospect, you know, that in some way maybe when it came to the question of balance and empowerment on every level, mind, body, soul, we didn't really feel that that would have been the talk that we wanted to have interesting out with the Ten of Cups upright. It's like a blessing in disguise kind of feeling, like, you know, it's like I thought that that's what I wanted, and I'm happy that I had the chance to see how much I didn't really feel at peace with that concept. Wow. So for a number of you, wow, you actually really, for a number of you, you maybe felt like this is something like almost tragic. Okay, we'll say it in this way, where maybe even like you were going to marry someone, and this is for a number of you, like you were, you know, really deep into a certain connection here, and it was at that point where you might have even been on the aisle for all we know, a Hierophant in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, next to each other, right next to each other, Nine of Swords upright in between the two. You're like, you know, for whatever reason, something was just not working. I'm hearing this for a number of you, not getting off the ground, like not stalling. Interesting, not stalling. So what is, okay, so Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Swords upright, Four of Cups in reverse. Maybe for a number of you, it was like this feeling of, well, it is like sort of perfect, but like it just doesn't feed my needs. Interesting. So for a number of you, something maybe even, well, for a number of you, this is something that was kind of getting off the ground. Again, you could have been like about to marry someone, and then all of a sudden like something kind of takes place that kind of makes something very clear to you. Okay, and it's just kind of like, whoa, you know, and it might have accented something that you have been feeling. I'm not saying that this is something kind of like random, like I totally thought that they were the one, like totally, you know, but take it as you will. You know, be it on the subconscious or conscious levels that were kind of sparking this, this connection to our needs. I'm hearing that, or values. Now let's clear it and ground. Yeah, then I'm seeing that whatever this is, it does kind of, for another number of you, maybe even become something else. Now, I don't know what that is alluding to. One second. Well, something became obvious. It was like something maybe even over time, like it was something cyclical, okay? It was the pattern of this experience that it just started to really, really become raw. I'm hearing a raw sort of clarity here with the Hierophant reverse, like, oh, no, that is like not going to work for me. Like, I don't resonate with that. I'm hearing that with the Empress upright and the Hierophant reverse, and it could be the concept also of marriage. Interesting, with the Sound of Pentacles in reverse. Like, you're like, well, I really thought that that's what I wanted, and then it's like you get to the point where you're like, that's not really what I want, yeah. And that's not for everyone, and it could be a metaphor. What is marriage? Ten of Swords in reverse. If this is your midhaven sign, Pisces, then this may be, here in honking right there, this may be related to matters of career, okay, for example, but, you know, always so many factors be at play. With the Father of Pentacles as well, the base of the Sound of Pentacles in reverse. For example, let's say you have your moon in Pisces, like in the 10th house, that will sort of accent that energy a little bit differently, right? The moon is the emotional, also sort of, we could say, tangent, interesting, through which we might be filtering our more sort of physical, material, tangible sort of assets through. I don't know what that's going to take as well. Now, let's say in this way that physical material sort of maybe needs might, if let's say you have the moon or energy associated with Cancer, I'm hearing in association with Capricorn in some way, the 10th house, earth energy, there could be some kind of, I'm hearing, interesting, I'm hearing, it's a plan. Interesting. Like, you're like, well, I can't just make money. I'm this for a number of you. I have to feel that also, like, there is some element or level of, like, divinity to what I do. And that's something maybe very, very important for a number. You could even have Venus in the 10th. I'm hearing in the 12th house. Let's clear it as, like, Taurus overlapping Pisces. Like, and in some way, Earth, I'm hearing air for a number of you as well, but earth and water really like overlapping. It's like, oh no, I can't just like make money. It's not like, cannot be like just like, this may also hold for those of you who do have a number of yod placements in your birth chart. Hi Jessica, hello right there. Y-O-D. Jen's like, BRB, I gotta eat. I need to do that human thing. Speaking of Pisces, kind of, you know, grounded every now and then, okay, with the sun, so take it as well, you know, with the Emperor as well. There's just so much, for a number of you, also potential, and maybe you're like, yeah, you kind of zoom out. It's that energy here of like, taking that macro approach. You're like, yeah, so I'm really not gonna be able to get to where I really want to go. Let's clear it, 1 second. I'm really not gonna be able to also, yeah, to really get going with my vision, truly, unless I let go of this. I'm hearing this conceptual want. I'm hearing that with the Emperor and the Two of Swords. It's like, I don't need anything. I'm hearing that as well with the Mother of Swords. Whoa, you really had to prove something, maybe even Pisces, like to you or another, where it's like, I have to have boundaries in that space and say, hey, like, yeah, that might work for you. Yeah, that might be technically good, successful, whatever it is, and it could be with you, but it doesn't feed and nurture my needs and my soul. And Pisces, you know, if you've got a lot of Pisces in your chart, it can be sometimes hard, right, to live this sort of human form of life in a way, right? Because it's like, you know, things are not just things, people are not just people. It's like there is this sort of this deeper layer, can be stated in that way. And I don't want to say deeper. What is deep, right? Everything is relevant in the broader scope of creativity, right? It's like, so, you know, take it as you will. Like, if energy leads to physical matter, is it that energy is like of utmost importance? And if that were the case, why would it lead to matter? So, like, let's clear it in ground with the Four of Pentacles reverse. There's this question of everything is relevant. It's not that, let's say, I want to, you know, kind of like disappear. Okay, like I am, yes, a spirit. I am embodied in human form, but there needs to be that balance. And we see that with the Four of Pentacles reverse. In other words, it's like, I want to feel that I'm touching upon all of my needs on every level. And that will be different for everyone, depending on where you're at in that space of finding that balance, maybe in your career, where you're like, well, right now, maybe some of you are like, I've been really in overdrive. I've been just like working, and I'm not making myself feel like I am really at work. Interesting, in my own way. So it's like, okay, so yeah, well, different for everyone, right? Like, for those of you who want to maybe gauge better what element might be sort of out of balance or imbalance, I actually have, I'd really love to work on this. It's the Energetic Balance Protocol, the Energetic Balance Program, and that is on the website, alchemynew.com. You can book that, and we can work one-on-one to see what might be in or out of balance. For those of you who have a lot of planets in a certain sign, let's say Pisces, you've got a stellium in even a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or 12th house, 8th house, 4th house, it can sometimes be really challenging to find that balance, and especially in relation to the element that it does sort of correlate with. So, but we can work on that. That will be different, right? We can work on that one-on-one together. Now let's clear the ground with the Daughter of Wands upright and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I'm hearing there's always going to be a way, and sometimes the way is feeling out of balance, right? We have to feel out of balance to realize, oh shit, like that's not what I want to also be doing with my life. I'm hearing that as well, like in this way. So again, a blessing in disguise with the Temperance card in reverse as well, and the Hermit in reverse. You're refining, you're coming down to, you're clarifying your creativity. I'm hearing that with the Two of Pentacles. What that means for you, right? With you first. So, I'm not seeing that, you know, interestingly, I'm seeing that this is a collaborative energy that you're coming down to, let's say, in the way where you're like, I now kind of feel that I'm able to appreciate what I create with others at this point, but because I have clarified for myself first what my needs are with the Two of Pentacles. So, you know, this is collaborative, but I'm seeing it more so as like a Russian doll of balance. I'm hearing that, like, where I feel balanced with myself, then my relationships also feel balanced because I'm able to clearly also define my needs in those relationships. So, you know, everything is sort of reflective, right? We can say it in that way. I highly recommend finding balance in your birth chart. If you do feel that you're like, I don't know, something is off. I just feel like, I don't know, I'm not, you know, and you might know this. You might really have consciousness over this sort of propensity of yours where you're like, I can really get to that point where I don't even think of myself. Like, I'm just like empathic, and it's to the level and degree where I don't think I even, I hate to say this, but like, I don't think I matter. I'm gonna go like, and you know that maybe that's a tendency. And so, you know, it's like, well, Pisces energy is to serve the other parts of your chart. It's like, you're not here to just kind of like just be Pisces alone. And, you know, if that were the case, you would, you know, be born in a sort of paradigm where Pisces is the only constellation, right? Sort of observing you at your birth, at the moment of your birth. It's like, when you're born, to say in this way, even if the sun is in the constellation of Pisces, you have every sort of energy at play and an orchestration in orbit in the universe at that time. So when you're born, right, the sun maybe is in Pisces, but you know, it's not like some constellations disappear. So take it as you will, and that's just a general sort of, you know, no rules here. But for a number of you, it's like, you know, there are other aspects of your being, but maybe you recognize, and maybe this is something you've been working with as a concept, you know that's something that you want to honor. You're like, I want to honor those things. For a number of you, these are your physical needs with the Two of Pentacles, right? For a number of you, sometimes it is alone time. It's like, I need to feel like I can really meditate on my needs. I don't always know what they are, and maybe they change from time to time. So I need that sort of catch-up time to come back into my own, come back to myself, really reconnect, really have a conversation with my inner child. I'm hearing that as well with the Two of Pentacles upright, and say, hey, what's up? How are you feeling? What's going on? And, you know, that sometimes is not something that anyone else is really able to also observe. Interesting. So, yeah, like, it is private. I'm hearing that as well for a number of you. I'm hearing Zen. Interesting. So for a number of you, you are a performer. And it's funny because I'm looking at the number of people in the room. It is 255. And I'm seeing it, I literally saw, like, instead of 255, I saw Zen, Z-E-N. So for a number of you, I'm saying you are like, you work with a large audience. Sometimes it's imperative, really, to take yourself out of that space in whatever way that might mean for you. It might actually be physically, okay? It's like, for a number of you, maybe on an energetic level, hey, I have to like detract myself from this massive sort of also culture that I participate in. I'm hearing that with the Two of Pentacles upright, maybe for a number, yeah. It's like, I have to just detach and just like not necessarily go anywhere else, but just allow myself to just be at peace. And meditation for a number of you will really be important in this process of finding your needs. And maybe not necessarily to find them and define them, but to feel how it feels, to feel your needs. Wow, so that's a sacral chakra for a number of you, the Two Pentacles, big time. And the root chakra, the grounding, the presence, being present too, right? It's like also abundance with the Two of Pentacles. If we think about even the earth element with the Pentacle suit, we think of, you know, the physical paradigm, what sort of is the concept associated with time and place, and the sort of the energy system that is sort of tethered to that concept of time and space. Where are we sort of suspended in this conscious time paradigm in relation to space with the Two of Pentacles? I don't know what's going okay, but the Two of Pentacles, it's like, this is, though, yet in spite of that, the Two of Pentacles, right? So it's the sort of the yin and the yang, the balance, the point of also extremes that are met in a creative way with the Two of Pentacles. Where do we sort of exist in a space that we feel we can just sort of I'm hearing that with the Two of Pentacles. And it's funny because the number 2 actually is also associated with Taurus, Venus energy. So for a number of you, yes, you're really, really, really going to be also presenting yourself in a new way. I'm hearing that with the Two of Pentacles. Putting yourself first. I'm hearing that for a number of you. Identifying where you're at on a physical level. That's like so important, Pisces, for a number of you. I'm hearing that with the Four of Cups in reverse. Like, you know, before tending to the needs of others, where is it that I also tend to my own with the Two of Pentacles upright? And I acknowledge what what it feels like to do that, because, you know, you can like technically, you know, like meditate, okay? You can like technically go to like, you know, your yoga class. You can like technically eat a meal, whatever it is, but, you know, the observation of that act is also just so important. So for a number of you, this is maybe even gratitude with the Two of Pentacles, taking time to just kind of like sit in that space of kind of absorbing your experience here on Earth. So, and that's maybe for a number of you something that you've made a practice of, and it's been something of sort of a healing cycle as well. Thank you, Pisces, for tuning in on the light to you. Let's jump into Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. Wow. Well, one more note here for Pisces. Yeah, I'm hearing there is somebody here who I'm hearing who hides their eyes from you, but they do hear your call, and they want you to be heard. Wow. So there's somebody maybe who coming through real powerful here with the Father of Wands, very powerful energy. Very much. It's supportive, yeah. For maybe you're meeting, so let's pull one more card here on the Father of Wands, Temperance. Wow, and the Four of Swords with the Death card in reverse. So this is something that maybe, yeah, soulmate, absolutely, yep. Daughter of Cups, Ten of Cups, High Priestess, Six of Cups. You've known them in a past life. I'm hearing the number 7. That's associated with Libra. You do have Libra in the center of your spread. So for a number of you could be dealing with even someone's got a lot of Scorpio, a lot of Taurus. For a number of you, you feel like you have really met a divine partner. All right, love and light to you in wow. Hangman in reverse. Yeah, no, like you're really, for a number of you, there's some well, there is something that you feel is real. It's like a it is healing. Okay, it's like almost like a bomb of energy to like your spirit with the Hangman in reverse. It's something really just like lovely energy. It's emotional. I'm hearing that as well. The Hangman in reverse. It's sort of I'm hearing it's kind of well, it is exciting, but I'm seeing it as an introverted stimulation. Okay, where it's like I feel like I'm hearing this for a number of you as well. Like, and it could be you with you, where it's like I now know what I want on a macro scale, on a micro scale, in a professional way, on a private level. Like I now know what I want, let's say, my public life to look like, feel like, and be like, and also my private life, and my day-to-day. And so be it also the fine-tuning of, again, working with that concept of time in a whole new way, space in a whole new way, where you look at your day and you're like, okay, what do I do in this day, and how does my day serve my broader picture of what I want to create in the motion picture of of what I call my life, really, with the Hangman in reverse and the Two of Pentacles. And so let's clear it once again. For a number of you though, you've met someone who really is, as you feel it, helping you move in that direction. For everybody, this is just something that you really resonate with, and it can be an industry yet again where you're like, yeah, this works for me. And it's not an intellectual thing. It is a feeling. It's like I don't need the PowerPoint. I don't need the sales pitch. I see what this also does to me. And for a number of you, it could be your lifestyle with the Father of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles that you're tweaking, that you're shifting. Maybe it's something that you're incorporating. Maybe it's like the sheer habit of having a habit of doing things in a sort of a rhythm, a cycle every day. For no reason, something that maybe you've been saving up for, working towards, really training on. It's like, I see where it's leading now. I see what it does for me, Chariot. Thank you guys for tuning on the light, to Pisces. And it's always a matter of perspective, and perception always can be interpreted a number of ways. Let's jump into Scorpio. All right, wow, Scorpio, love and light to you here. Welcome. Scorpio, why are you nervous? Come on, I'm here. Say what you need to say. This song almost always comes through in Scorpio reads. I'm hearing Mumbai. I'm hearing from Mumbai to Texas. Oh my God, Scorpio's like they got like 800 thoughts right now. They're like, it's like, okay, that question of Scorpio, what's up? What's wrong, Scorpio? What's going on? Why are you so nervous? It's like Scorpio will really answer that question with like things that you never even thought of as a theory of why Scorpio would be nervous. I don't know what that's linked to. I'm hearing Las Vegas as well. I'm hearing Tennessee, Tallahassee. Holy shit. What? Oh, okay. Isn't it like still quarantine hour? What's with all the traveling that's on your mind, Scorpio? Someone's like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to get this off the ground? I'm hearing this for a number of you. For a number of you, there's something you've been waiting on. You're like, I'm tired of waiting. I want to just do it already. I'm hearing that as well, but you're like, but my phone is dead and I'm tired. How am I going to do this? It could be in a macro sort of way. This is even like symbolic. I'm hearing that like spiritually, you're like, we have a lot of work to do, and we're just like not even done. We're not even done with the last. I'm hearing pencil that we were sharpening. Interesting. Daughter one's reverse. Okay, is this your perfectionist streak though, Scorpio, coming through? Because okay, we gotta put ourselves in check every now and then, right? All right. I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart. I know how that can go. My family's always like, oh my gosh, so extreme. So extreme, not. It's good, don't you think it's good? It's not good yet. Daughter one's reverse. And even if it were good, it's not supposed to be good. It's supposed to be great. Okay. Scorpio energy. All right. Scorpio energy. Now, daughter one's reverse. Someone's like, they're nervous. They're wondering. They're like, are they like waiting for me? Are they wondering about me, just as I'm wondering about them. Okay. So, Scorpio, there is maybe somebody who's been on your mind here. Man, that's what the daughter wants in reverse, world in reverse, 2 wands in reverse. I'm hearing, I want it, but like, well, I'm seeing someone so eager. It's like a horse in the stable. They're like, I want to run the race. I'm hearing that. 2 of Cups upright. I'm hearing, I want to know what love is. Da 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 da. I want to know what love is. Sometimes I just want to like sing longer. The spirit guides are like, all right, that's good enough. That's good enough now. Okay, guys, chill. You do not need to sing for all the children in the room. I don't know what that's like to. Maybe somebody doesn't even want to like overwhelm someone here. They're like, I'm hearing I'm with her. They're like trying to like kind of maybe communicate something indirectly. They want to say it kind of like in a more slow, I'm hearing slow fashion, not like old fashioned, but like slow fashion kind of way. I'm hearing the 2 of Cups upright. Like somebody's like, listen, oh yeah, Sun of Cups reverse. They have a vision, they have a dream. They're like, I can see everything. They go home. They're like, I can just see it. And then it's like, but then they have to like they have to bite their tongue with that as they feel it. They're like, I can't make too many jokes about that either, and like I want to kind of go at it slowly. 9 of Swords in reverse. This is for a number of you, someone who you're like really attracted to. High Priestess splitting right there. Somebody dealing with a Pisces. How many of you dealing with a Pisces who feels a little bit spicy? I'm hearing that as well. When you're about to call it out, like maybe for they're intimidating. Yep, you do have the Magician at the base of the High Priestess. If we don't, someone's got a lot of Pisces, a lot of Scorpio. I'm hearing that as well. A lot of Sagittarius. You could be watching this person. I'm hearing that as well. Okay, maybe right now. I don't know what that's going to do. For a number of you, this could be your own energy as well. Like let's say you're a cross watcher here, who's watching for you, for example. Okay, wow. So 1 second. Let's clear it. This is like maybe 2 people even. Wow, Ace of Wands. This is gonna go down in history. As for a number of you, I don't know what that's gonna do. Ace of Wands at the base of the Father Wands in reverse. Like D is for the way you don't look at me, aka Scorpio, aka Stalking Hangman, and the Star in reverse. Divine timing. I know we will eventually have our chance at the. I'm hearing the verse together. Father Pentacles. Someone's like, I know you're the one for me, but like, I'm gonna take my time with this. Sun and Swords. Okay. Sounds like a company. Sun and Swords. Hangman upright. I'm hearing hop on. Someone's like, they're like a driver. I don't know. They're like, invite someone maybe even into their car. They're like, hey, come on in. Son of Swords reverse, Father of Swords reverse, Devil up right now. But they got an idea of where this is going. Like, let's just make that real clear. But there is maybe the sensation of like hurried energy where it's like, I want to get this off the ground. Like, it's almost sometimes more frustrating when you know where it's going, but then you feel like you have to kind of like dilly-dally on purpose. It's like, that's so frustrating. Like, I have to act like I'm chewing the gum. Like, oh, okay, Devil up right now. Possibly 6 of Pentacles upright. Now, for a number of you, poker face moment coming here with the 6 of Pentacles upright, Son of Swords in reverse, Father of Swords in reverse, Devil upright. It's like, I really do, wow. When the lights go down. Okay, like somebody's like, look, someone walks in the room. It's like kind of like, it's that feeling when like everything powers down. It's like, with the Mother of Cups upright. Let's clear it. This person, maybe, holy moly. You guys are going to have a really romantic moment maybe for a number of you with someone here. Like, it's coming. It's coming up. For a number of you, this is a dream you're having. You're, like, imagining something, and it's, like, gonna happen, Scorpio. You're a Scorpio. All right. You've had enough years here on the earth plane to know that Scorpio energy is pretty psychic. So I wasn't just, like, you know, seeing that crow on that person's, stop sign like every other day for no reason. I don't know what that was like. Let's clear that. Love and light to everybody here. 5 of Cups, and the Devil is like, I'm hearing yoni. I'm hearing that as well. Okay. all right. I got you. Mother Wands universe. Hey man, somebody's like, listen, I see it, but like, I'm not gonna say it. But I see it. But I can't say it. But I can, but I won't, because I'm a Scorpio and I'm good at the whole like don't look into their eyes too hard thing at first, because then she's gonna know that I am surely also her type. I'm hearing that. Okay, so wait, what? So okay, yeah, somebody knows maybe like that there's a lot of potential in a certain connection, for example, but they're like, I don't want to come off like I also know that, like, too hard, you know what I mean? 3 of Cups upright, like I'm gonna bounce the ball, just like kind of like let it maybe like dribble a few times, and then like okay, and then have them kind of maybe hit it back, and we're gonna like build up the connection on a mutual playing field here in terms of the clarification of what we're both feeling. Let's clear it. For a number of you, you're gonna be meeting somebody here. Empress, let's clear it. You're like, yes. Moving in. I'm hearing that with the Empress upright. This is something, maybe something that's happening rapidly. Thank you, Scorpio, for tuning in. Let's jump into Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. Thank you for tuning in. How are you doing, Aquarius? Actually, you know what? I want to move into Sagittarius. I hope you don't mind. Aquarius, I'll see you in a little bit, though. Okay. Sagittarius just stole my mic. Oh, heck no. Sagittarius. Okay, yo, don't worry. I'm going to be attending the Sagittarius reading. You can have my name on the list. I will be coming through in the reading. I will throw everyone off at the end of the show. I'm gonna come through. I'm hearing as Sagittarius. Oh my. Okay, so listen. For no reason, was really interested in someone, but they're like, okay. They're like, well, I'm gonna just kind of make it like I'm gonna make it, but like from another angle. I'm seeing someone enters into an audience, even like an auditorium. They're like, I'm not gonna come out on the front of the stage. No way. Like I'm gonna come out from like the corner of the room. But like, I'm gonna show up, don't worry. I'm hearing that. I'm just gonna like show up like in a way that they weren't expecting. I'm hearing that as well. Wow. Feeling stimulation on the left side of the ovary. I'm hearing that, okay. That is a very specific part of the organ of attracting our mate. I'm hearing that as well. Okay, like I'm gonna come at her from the left side of her financial statement. I'm hearing that as well about her last lifetime boyfriend. What Okay, hold on. Stark, right? Let's clear it. So Scorpio's like, I'm gonna show her what she wants. I'm hearing that as well. Wow. High Priestess coming through. Hi. Okay, this is a Sagittarius reading, right? Okay, Sag, there are like people talking about you. I don't know what this is relating to, but I'm seeing like Scorpio and Aquarius, they're like talking to you. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe you don't realize it, but well, maybe you don't realize it yet, but like for a number of you, I'm hearing this so sweet. Maybe they're like dreaming of you. Yes. Nine of Cups and the Temperance card. I'm hearing harder. I'm hearing more. I don't know. I'm hearing. I didn't hear anything. I'm hearing that. Sagittarius pretending like they weren't in the Scorpio read, that they weren't watching all the way through, and that they didn't see what happened there with the whole Aquarius thing, and that they're not aware that obviously Aquarius is also stalking them. I'm hearing that. Okay, so someone's like pretending not to know that someone's also like into them or stalking them. I'm hearing that for no. Ayoba. I was like, let me translate. All right, I'm hearing girl power with the High Priest. Okay, hold on. I'm hearing I'm in love with the shape of you. Somebody is in love. They're dreaming of somebody here. High Priest, Sun, Daughter, Cups. I mean, no, Sun, Daughter, Cups. I don't know. Whatever it is, we're gonna. I'm hearing 2 kids. I'm hearing that for a number. You're like, I see it. Mother of Cups reverse. Sagittarius. Somebody is in love. They're looking at like everything. They're looking at. I'm hearing everything. I'm hearing Lambo babies. They're imagining you like. I don't know. Wait 1 second. They go to bed at night. We gotta say it, right? Come on now, channeling. All right, they go to bed at night, Sag. They're under the covers and they imagine. Okay, they imagine. They have like rabbit paws over the. And they have a smile on their face. They're under the cover. They're imagining. Okay, your kids together. I'm hearing that like with the Temperance card in the night. They're everything. They imagine it all. They're like the D, like they're like, okay, did I say the D? It's clearing around. They're imagining like their names and like what they do, and they're like, hi, my name is, like they imagine themselves like introducing themselves to you. I'm hearing that as well, like vice versa. Okay, back and forth, Emperor in reverse, like, okay, it's not just like what I would do, it's like I imagine the whole thing going down, like what they would do and I would do and they would do and I would do. They are under the covers, okay, they have these little like, I'm hearing, it could be a metaphor, but they have these like little, I don't know, like, again, it could be a metaphor, but they're in like a gerbil position. I don't know what that has to do with anything, to be honest, but the 2 of Cups and the Temperance card. But I think that maybe for a number of you, they are channeling. Yeah, they could be channeling you. They're like, I'm touching her now, right there on her waist. I'm hearing that with the Temperance card. For a number, Sagittarius, listen, you know who's calling you up. You know what the unknown number really also means. Unknown number there with the Temperance card. I'm hearing upright, higher front reverse. Maybe whenever you met someone, you went on a first few dates, and you're just like, yeah, I see it. I obviously see what the door looks like from behind as well. I don't know what, somebody's like checking someone. I don't know what that's alluding to Sagittarius, though we have the Eight of Pentacles right. No, but for a number of you, this person is literally, they're laying under the covers in bed like a hamster. They're having a moment, like, you know, they're having like a hamster dream. I don't know what that's alluding to. They're imagining something that did. They're having like little convulsions. I don't know what that's alluding to. But like puppy dream, you know, like puppies have puppy dreams. Sounds innocent. Okay, but in this case, I'm gonna act like I don't feel like he's doing that. I'm hearing this. Okay, whatever it is. Now, it's like this. You go on a date with someone, you know that you both look at each other like in a certain type of way. Okay, let's clear it around. It's like, yeah, but I'm gonna go on the date and like we're both gonna smile and say cheese, like as if we're at Chuck E. Cheese on the date, and that we just both like happen to like cheese and like we're just hanging out at Chuck E. Cheese. Like I don't know what that's gonna do. Chariot. Okay, I'm gonna chariot with the time of the card 6 of Pentacles. But you know where the ball will go when we both let it bounce. I'm seeing two people like they let a ball just bounce and they like look at each other. They're like, yeah, I'm not gonna try to like fetch it. Are you? No, I'm not gonna try to make it seem like anything but what it is at a certain point. Maybe now friend number, let's clear it and ground. It's like, no, they're dreaming, they're under the covers. You have to emphasize this again, they're under the covers. They're like, they're imagining everything. They're like, oh my god, what would she do? Like, okay, what would she do that? They're like imagining, what in the heck? Okay, they're like, maybe they're visualizing it. This is somebody who's maybe like, they're visualizing it. Maybe they're even like, one second, they're painting it. No, now are they illustrating? Okay, so hold on, wait. Maybe it's, well, they're envisioning, but no, this is someone who's actually maybe even like they're making a collage, they're putting pictures and music, and they're listening on repeat. Maybe they're even looking at someone's pictures with music in the background, and it's like, you know, like that on the iPhone, right? How you can make like those little it's like a video thing, okay? I'm seeing like, it's like, look at these like cups for like pictures, okay? So it's going like in a circle, like in a loop. It's like a loop song with looped pictures. I don't know, take it as well. They're like looking at it. Let's clear it in the ground. I'm hearing Batman, oh Robin. I'm hearing that, I don't know, Emperor reverse. They're like, they imagine like the last time they saw you and you saw, well, it's vice versa. One second. You ate, I'm hearing saipan. I'm hearing, that's so specific. It's like Thai food, I don't know, together or something like that. Now, okay. I'm hearing open the envelope. I will. They're imagining like something with Romeo and Juliet as well. I don't know what that's alluding to. Maybe they want to take you to see a play or something. They're like, I want to watch you like watch the play. Wait, is this a Sag reading? Yeah. No, but that had to have been a Scorpio. Okay. Father shows in reverse. Yeah. Emperor in reverse. Okay, maybe they want to watch a movie with you. They're imagining that. Okay, Hierophant in reverse. They're really good looking. I'm hearing that. Nine of Cups. They're looking at someone's pictures. Like, it's like on a loop again. I'm hearing that. Like, but with music, it's so specific with the Nine of Cups. Okay. They're definitely listening to music. It's something of like a compilation. It's a composition. It's like music with visual. I'm hearing visual auditory, something like that with a Nine of Cups. Now, ooh, there's like some kind of, I'm hearing Lala here so strongly. I'm smelling seafood, like seawater, actually. That's what I'm smelling. It's like, you know when you're at the dock, and maybe it's like at a, yeah, like a dock, the dock of the bay, sort of thing, like, you know, the water, you can smell seawater, seafood. Okay, I'm hearing that again. Okay, now for a number of you, somebody's even, I don't know, they're imagining themselves like on a boat with you. I mean, as well, they're like rowing the gondola. I wish I could see the comments. Oh well, okay. Nine of Cups up right. Like every so often they like snap out of the vision thing, and they're like, I really wish like I was just there with them right now. I'm hearing that. Oh, that is so sweet. They're like, I really want to just like talk to them. I'm hearing that as well. The Emperor upright and the Nine of Cups upright and the Two of Cups, and they're like, all right, but I'm just gonna continue dreaming. Mother of Cups in reverse. Let's clear it in ground, and then they like go to bed. I swear they have a dream. They're dreaming of somebody. They look like gerbil. I don't know. They're having a gerbil dream. They're like, I'm hearing, hey Jesse, you so fine, you blow my mind. Hey Jesse, they even have like a little nickname for someone. I'm hearing Jessica. So strongly. They're like, hey Jesse, you so fine, you blow my mind. Hey Jesse. They've been like kind of like make a dance routine in relation to that. Temperance upright, Daughter Cups. I don't know what. They're very happy though to have even like met you. I'm hearing that. Oh, Sag, you got somebody who's like really stuck on you, like a da-da-da-da-da-da. Sagittarius like turns around in their seat, in their bowl chair. I'm hearing that. They're like, so won't you stay with me? Hello, who's this? I am Carl, in all caps. I am not the lowercase Carl. I am the uppercase Carl caps, all caps, the champion D. Oh my, okay. Thank you for $4.99 for your dear donation. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for your emoji game as well. No, wait, why doesn't it show emojis? Oh, you guys select it by the price? Yeah, I'm always like curious about that. How some of the donations have like the big bouncing emojis, like the big bouncing emoji dolls. Some don't. Let's clear it. Yeah, like I don't know. It's interesting. But I guess you guys, is it you select it? Like, yeah, it's like bouncing, some of them. Now, for a number of you, like, you oscillate. This has to be a Pisces thing as well, or something about Jupiter. It's like you go from, like, you get so deeply into the thick of the astral vision that you have of this person that it's like, all of a sudden you're like, wait, I gotta stop. Hold on. Where are they? I'm here with the Tempest card. Where are they at? It's almost like astral is like more real than like the other way around. Like for a number of you though, this is you dreaming of someone and it feels really real. Now, how long have we been channeling for? Okay, this is where I know you're losing track of time, really, like maybe you're actually full asleep. Now, Jessica. Hey Jesse, you're so fun, you blow my mind. Hey Jesse, they're like dancing in their room as well. They're like on cloud 9 here. They're happy to just have like met you. They really are with the High Priestess and the Daughter Cups and the Chariot and they're imagining massaging you. I'm hearing that. Oh yeah, whoa, yes. World's upright, 4 wands upright, 2 goals reverse. They're imagining like everything in the entirety and the history of everything. But I was imagining that song. I'm hearing. Oh, it's like a Latino song. Something respectas, something like that. I don't know. Ooh, I mean, something Latino, Magician in Reverse. Not que estas, but it's something else. Okay. Well, the World's upright, 8 of Cups upright. They're like maybe even counting something down, like the days until they'll see someone. They're like, yeah, I can wait, I could do this. And then they're like, they literally, like, they're imagining, and then they're like, it's too far away. I'm here when it comes up right. Pull the reverse, I want to see them. It's only Monday, I really want to hang out with them again, but it's too soon, I can't call them back. I don't know what. Shoot, my iPod died. I have to make my own music because I want to accompany the visual side of the story that I'm telling myself that I have in... Somebody like calls me, says you're in like the corner of the room or this other person, whatever it is. They're like, hey, can you help me with the trash? You're like, oh yeah, sorry. Okay, Jessica. Jessica. All right, now let's clear it. Jessica's like, I know the lyrics, but I want you to, because I want you to want me to. Somebody's like, they feel like, listen, it's like this. They met someone they really like, but like, they could call them back. Okay, they would love to talk to them, but they're like, oh, we'll just wait. I don't want to overwhelm them. I'm hearing that as well. Here with the Emperor right now. All right, Sag, you're gonna be looking at the real thing pretty soon. Don't worry. Oh, guys, it's too long though. Nat. It's like backstage. The honesty comes through of how this really feels. Like it felt really long. Yeah, I wanted to see you like the last time I saw you. I never wanted to leave your side, aka Ace of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Cups. Wow. Let's clear it. Somebody wanted to go to dinner with somebody. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe someone's plans got thrown around a little bit with the Fool in reverse. Yeah, they're confessing something here. I'm smelling smoke. Somebody had their children with them. They're like, yeah, I had to like chase them down. Oh, I'm hearing that song, Chase You Down. It's like a remix song. Okay, Temperance. I'm hearing, oh, baby. Sexual healing? Is that the name? Let's clear it. Or let's do it. I don't know what else I want to know what a daughter is yours, but she is, I'm hearing dark-haired, dark-eyed. She is a brunette. I'm hearing baby. I don't know what that's alluding to. Let's clear it. Somebody sees someone really, they think someone's so attractive. They're like, she's so cute. I'm hearing that with the Daughter of Swords. Like, maybe it's just someone's, well, I'm hearing look-alike. They look alike, yeah. They're like, they think someone's like, I'm hearing sibling also is part of their story. I don't know what, let's clear it. They're like, somebody's eating flan. I'm hearing that like so specifically. For a number of you, you don't want to be eating flan, but you are. I'm hearing that as well. That could be a very specific message. Or someone in the environment's eating flan is like roasting out or something. I don't know. You're like, I can't eat that. But I want to like keep her as my girlfriend. 10 of Wands of Pine, just in reverse. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Strength of Rice. Daughter comes to right. This person's getting drowsy from even dreaming of this. I'm hearing that as well. But this is like in the real deal thing. But there is then the dreaming side. Maybe while they're, oh, okay, so someone here is definitely Pisces. Pisces, maybe some Scorpio. Yeah, we got that pressurized streak of the interest. And then we have, well, some people call it obsessive, but we don't need to call it obsessive. 10 of Pentacles. There's a reason why I'm interested in that. Okay, they have a reason for it. 10 of Pentacles, let's clear it. Well, it's not obsessive because I have a reason. I'm hearing that. Okay, let's clear it to ground. 8 of Cups, and the someone's like, you're obsessed. Their friend is like telling them. Now, for a number of you, okay, but they've definitely got some Pisces here for a number of you. Oh my god, like they're on the date and they're also dreaming while they're on the date. So they're like looking at, oh my god, this reminds me, you guys, like months ago, right after I got over that cold there, it was back in, I think, May, February, May, I made a series of dating the signs. I never posted it, but that came through. It was in the Pisces one. It was like something about, it was specifically, well, like Pisces, like on a date, like, like while they're even on the date, they're like, and I showed it to my sister, she's got a Venus in Pisces, she was like, that is so spot on. 5 Wands reverse, about so me, and I've watched her sort of do the whole Venus thing, and like, yeah, it's pretty Pisces. If you ask me, like, she's like in another dimension. I don't know, it's interesting. Let's clear around 8 of Cups upright. Hangman. Someone's like, are you here? They're like wondering, like, is Pisces paying attention? Like, on the date. They are, don't be offended. They're just like dreaming of you. I'm kind of like, it's in real time though. It's like somebody is watching the clock, and like maybe that gives someone like the wrong idea. Like at first they're like, why do they look like they're watching the clock? I'm sorry, Sagittarius, doesn't sound like a Sag reading, huh? It's because you got somebody who's so interested in you. I'm hearing this way. It's like you're no longer really relevant. It's like you are so much the point for them that like now they are relevant. I don't know what that's alluding to, but it's like, take it as you will. Let's clear. It's a good problem to have. Maybe Empress in reverse every now and then. Oh, you know, I like the attention, but I want to know what's going on with my bird food game. I'm hearing that somebody's like, has a concern. They're like, I need my reading, Nat. Okay, I know he's like interesting. I'm hearing that Death in reverse. Maybe somebody doesn't realize to the full extent. Yeah, they maybe even read someone's like signs as like, he's watching the clock. No, he's watching the clock so he recognizes that time really does kind of define where you are. Like he's about to literally like make a move in the restaurant. This is for a number of you. Like, they're trying to kind of keep their composure. They're trying... Yes. I'm hearing that. Do you want to go home with me? I'm hearing that as well. Yeah. I'm hearing that as well. Let's clear it. Okay, Magician reverse. Well, I gotta move my stuff here and there first. That's fine. Do what you need to do. Death in reverse. Okay, someone's so sleepy, though. They're, like, tired. Maybe they're not picking up on this. Sagittarius, how many of you know what this is referring to? Was that like a bird? What was that? Okay. Triceratops in the engine thing? Alright. I don't know, but for a number of you, like, someone's like really tired. Maybe they don't see this coming. Well, okay. Maybe for some of you, like, I'm trying to get a card off the ground. Somebody, maybe... they could be really good at not showing that side of them. I'm hearing that as well, but like in the back of their mind, it's like, yeah, maybe this is why it's coming through in your reading so hardcore. Sagittarius, I'm hearing Scorpio, Pisces is, I'm hearing, make sure they know, Scorpio, Pisces, okay. It's like, because maybe it's not obvious, and it's like, spirit guides want you to know that this is actually really how they feel. So if you feel like they're ignoring you or something like that, or like kind of like not fully attentive, it's like they could just have a lot of also water in the chart. They could just be kind of like in la la land right now. I'm hearing like actually like imagining the lacquer on your nails like running down their back. Okay. So maybe someone makes a little comment and they're like, oh, okay, got it. Now I know that that's what you're thinking. I'm hearing that judgment upright, daughter comes, like maybe they slip a little like maybe at first, you see two people on a date. It's like, at first they were like, I'm hearing red wine, like something is like kind of, I'm hearing spaced out. I'm hearing that as well. And then it's like, it's like hand in my chest. Three of Wands. I don't know what. Yeah, it's the day. Whoa. Yeah, we need the menu. Thank you. Three of Wands are bright. I don't know. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Justice in reverse. We're doing the spinning thing now. All right. Does that take us back to the Scorpio reading for Saturn retrograde? Okay. And I think it was Pisces too. So feel free to watch those readings. And we are still in the post-shadow period of Saturn retrograde. So take it as you will. Now, Five Pentacles here in reverse. Now, for a number of you, like, okay, I'm hearing fellowship with the Five Pentacles reverse. For a number of you, you maybe like met this person or you've known this person, and like in the beginning it was like you felt like you were on trial with them. I'm hearing that. Okay. Awesome feeling. It's great. How do you feel? I feel like we're just literally in a court case. It's a court case kind of attraction. Three of Pentacles, you know what I mean? Three of Pentacles reverse, Five Pentacles reverse. It's tense. I'm hearing that with the Magician as well. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's the environment. Like, there's something kind of, maybe even competitive. Now, whatever it is, I'm hearing, okay. Now, it's like, yeah, then it's like, okay. Then maybe someone, like, maybe you're at dinner with them. I'm hearing this again. And, like, you're sitting at the table. I'm hearing track. Someone's tracking the time, and you're like, okay, why are you tracking the time? Like, so he's like, I gotta be back by this time kind of feeling, or like something like that. And it's like, it's not what you think. I'm hearing 11:11 is not for who doesn't stare at their clock. I don't know what that's going to do. All right, let's clear it. I'm hearing no muscles. I'm hearing no moths to the flame, baby. I'm hearing that. Magician reverse. Okay, now we're ones right now. Let's clear the ground. For a number of you, like I'm hearing Cleopatra again. I'm hearing, okay, call me back. Now for a number of you, let's get back into it. It sounds like the engine is on. I'm hearing that, but yeah, I was gonna say the fridge. Like if the door is open, yeah, I'm hearing it again. It like sounds like it's going off. Like, anyways, that could be a particular message for a number of you. I'm hearing hungry, ravenous appetite here with the strength card. Now, think about the fridge. You can think about appetite in some way, maybe, you know, and preparing it. Okay. Anyways, all right. So, Sagittarius, like, you're sitting down with someone. At first, it feels like, are they cold? They look cold. I'm hearing that. Like, they're all bundled up. I'm hearing that they're wearing a sweater. Like, it's, like, below 70, like, by the look on their eyes. I'm hearing as well. Like, they look like they're not sweating. I'm hearing when they're around me. I'm hearing that as well. Like, for a number, it's, like, something like, there's some dynamic. Okay, now, I'm imagining two people, like, sitting at dinner, actually, and they're sitting there. In the beginning, again, it's kind of spaced out. And then it's like, this person's thinking, so are they like really into me? I'm hearing like there's somebody here is thinking, it could be you, Sagittarius, you're like, yeah, definitely for a number of you. You're like, are they like really thinking what I'm thinking? Like, I'm hearing, I whip my hair back and forth. I'm hearing that song. I'm hearing, I throw it back. I'm hearing, so put your glass dun, 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 in all the right ways, dirty little freaks. That song by, is it Pink or Katy Perry? One of the two, okay. Now it's like, yeah, no, they're like, are they really like making a move? I'm hearing that as well. Oh yeah, they will be making that clear. The hybrids, don't worry. Like, you could be like hollering back. I'm hearing for a few waiters to tend to your needs right now. But later, I'm hearing later in the night. Oh, don't worry, hybrid says they will have your back and maybe their hand down it. Okay, one second, Sagittarius. On that note, what in the world? I'm so curious. I feel like something is like on or something. I don't know. Well, it's on. Let me tell you, Sagittarius, it's gonna be. I'm hearing, baby, are you down, 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 down. I don't know what that's alluding to for everyone. But, well, in the room that we're in, because, like, they're pretty much irrelevant at this point as well. So the person was like, said it, something on the date goes from, like, 0 to 100, like, real quick. Take it as well, possibly, with the devil and the world. It could be an well, no, this is something for a number of you. Physical, maybe. But this is always relative, right? It's like, I kissed the chin on the freckle. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know what that's going to do. Take it as well. I kissed the freckle on their cheek. I'm hearing that as well. Like, that was my idea of swimming in the pond with the fish. What? I'm hearing that high priestess strength kind of. They could, you know, it could be showing up, like, but whatever it is, someone's like making something like really obvious. All right, thank you, Sagittarius, for tuning on the light to you. Let's get into it. Oh, but one more no. Well, we'll save it. Okay, let's jump into Libra. All right, Libra. All right. Well, let's take the hair down. I'm hearing that song again. I'm hearing I whip my hair back and forth. I'm hearing that song came through in Sagittarius. We just did. Okay. Again, if you guys can timestamp, that would be so lovely. It'd be so helpful. Libra, let's get into it. Okay. I'm seeing like you're kind of like composed. Okay, well, such a Libra thing to begin with, right? Like composure and Venus and pleasure and aesthetics and balance and all of that. But there is a road and it does lead. I'm hearing to Rome. Right? I'm hearing duh. Doesn't it? I mean, duh, doesn't it? I'm hearing that 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so maybe for a number of you, you're, wow, you're actually quiet. I'm hearing that. When it comes to defining what something is, maybe for a number of you, you're kind of like, ooh, planning something? Yeah. It could be a surprise. For a number of you, you're traveling. I'm hearing that with the Chariot, big time. You're wanting to, I'm hearing that song as well. A lot of crossover with Sag energy. So you might want to watch that reading if you feel guided. But I'm hearing that song, Chase You Down. It is like a remix song. Let's clear it. No, somebody's like, they have their eyes on somebody. Hangman right there. Okay. In reverse. Okay, they're like, I'm seeing someone's like pushing and pulling someone. Okay, it could be metaphorical, but take it as well. Now, the 6 of Wands in reverse, it could be focused on the number 6. I am hearing 3 as well. The Hangman, you got the 3 of Cups as well. This is something where, like, someone's like, listen, they're not really maybe necessarily making something so obvious. They're not getting on stage and broadcasting it. I'm hearing 1111 is a divine number. I'm hearing that, okay. Daughter, Pentacles, take it as well. It's like, and it could be you with you. It's like, I'm taking my time here. I'm hearing that with the 2 of Pentacles as well. Now, this energy came through in the Pisces read big time. I'm hearing Scorpio. Just outside of the Empress, 6 of Cups, letting out some of you who have met a soulmate. They are sweet as wine. I'm hearing cherry lips. I'm hearing that. Oh boy. Okay. Chariot. I mean chariot. Okay. Whoa, Libra. What's all this like? I meant that. Well, I do mean that. Yeah. Okay. Fine. That's what I meant. Okay. 2 of Pentacles. I don't know what that's about, but maybe some of you are like interested in someone and like you don't want to make a move too quick. Yeah. Ace of Cups, but baby, you know where you're going. I'm hearing even if it is not immediately obvious to the other party. Okay. Well, that's why we're gonna tell Sag right here, right now, if you're cross-watching Libra, to go check out your own reading. Sag is like, what? I'm seeing the teachers like directing Sag, like, what are you doing in the Libra reading? Sagittarius, I would just wanted to see what, no, but you go watch your own reading, Sagittarius. That's where you'll really be understanding where the mint chip ice cream is leading to next. Oh my, 9 of Cups. Okay, all right. So I was like tickling someone. Okay, whoa. 9 of Cups, 8 of Wands. I'm hearing, are you ticklish? Well, we're gonna find out. I'm hearing that as well. 5 of Cups in reverse, Son of Swords in reverse. So what does that mean? Okay, hold on. Someone like takes that as a serious question. Wow. Wow, you didn't think it was funny? I'm hearing that. Son of Swords in reverse. Wait, what do you mean? They're like confused? Okay, 1 second. Someone's maybe trying to make a move on someone. It could be like a double entendre sort of thing, like moment. They're like, move over. I'm hearing that. Okay. I'm hearing, because love was made for the 2 of us. I'm hearing that as well. Ace of Swords in reverse. It's even like, let's clear it. Someone's like making a comment. They're looking at this person. They're like, I don't know if they see it in my eyes yet. I'm hearing that as well. I'm hearing Cardi B. I'm hearing put a ring on it. I don't know what that's going to do with a High Priestess. I don't know what that's about, you guys. Just channeling what's coming through. All right, now let's clear it in ground with the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Someone has something like hidden in a cupcake. I'm hearing that. It could be a metaphor with the 3 of Cups upright, the 10 of Swords. I'm hearing like a echo here with the 10 of Cups in reverse. I'm hearing 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords in reverse. So let's clear it. Legs. I'm hearing legs. Okay, I'm hearing shots. Clear it. I'm hearing that. 10 of Swords reverse, 10 of Wands reverse. Now someone's like, they're literally, maybe for a number of you, making a move on someone. Maybe someone doesn't realize it. High Priestess, maybe yet. They're like, I think that he's here for, like, the chaser. I'm hearing chase me down. Chase me down. I'm hearing that. Son of Prey. Father. No, he's not. He's not there for the chair. The chair and the pole thing. I'm hearing the dynamic between you two. I'm hearing this. I don't know what that's. One second. Well, no. The disco thing. Like, maybe someone shows up to someone's event as well. They're like, well, maybe he's here for, like, you know, the thingy that he needs to do. He said he has something to do, like, here. Like, no. He's here because he's interested in, also, I'm hearing your hair. Temperance upright. I don't know where that's going. No, you do, because listen, Sagittarius, to me. It's like someone's like making it obvious. They're like, I am talking to you, and I am like, I know you're cross-watching me. I'm hearing that as well. Okay. Whoa. Libra got real on me for a second right there. Oh, yeah, I am a Sag. How did you know? Temperance upright. I was stalking you. I'm hearing that as well. Ace of Wands reverse. Because I wrote it on your wall. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know what that's only. I'm here on Monday. Someone makes something so obvious, so clear. They're like, boner. I'm hearing this. I don't know what that's. It could be a metaphor. They're like, I want to make it so obvious. The Two of Cups right over the sun. It's like, I'm seeing someone runs up to somebody. They're like, hi, do you want to hold on to the end of this rope? Let's do it. I'm hearing that. Maybe they invite them on a date. Hermit. Let's get a few more details here. Somebody could have a lot of Virgo in their chart as well. The Hermit. I'm hearing, are you going to charge me with murder? I don't know what that's going to. Hopefully not. Let's clear that. I'm hearing Cleopatra right there, the Emperor. Okay, Timbers, look at the Emperor. Somebody's like, I think I'm getting it now. This is maybe a Sagittarius who was like completely oblivious for a really long time. They're like, I don't think he's like, I'm hearing long johns. He's always wearing his long johns. Like, he's not really, he's longing to be with you. Okay, Sagittarius, he's like looking at you like, oh yeah. Emperor with the Temperance card. Somebody could also speak another language. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing international foreign exchange, foreign, I'm hearing that. Also currency with the mother. It's like he's always giving me currency in like another version of the token that I gave him back. Like, he's never really making it super obvious, like, but no, that is maybe his version of courting you. I'm hearing that as well with the Temperance card and the Mother of Pentacles. Let's clear it around with the Two of Cups and the Hermit and the Emperor. Somebody finds someone wildly attractive. I'm hearing that with the Mother of Wands as well. So wait, hold on. They don't want to come out and just say it though. And that's an important thing to note here with the Father of Wands in reverse and the Emperor upright. There is an air of chivalry as well. I'm hearing that with the Emperor upright. Star upright, Daughter Cups upright. Somebody sees, wow, a lot of potential, a lot of attraction. There is a lot more where that comes from as well. I'm hearing that with the Ace of Wands in reverse. Like, what you see is not what you get, kind of here with this connection. I'm hearing it as well. In the way it's something that you might discover, like, over time. Like, yeah, his elbows are soft. I would have never guessed. I'm hearing that as well. Okay. Wow, soft elbows. What soft elbows you have. Wow, I'm hearing G-Ma. Okay. That could be a particular message, but it was something about someone's grandma in the, I'm hearing rubbing elbows. This could be like a phrase of some kind, but, in the Libra cheetah print onesie video, it was something about someone's grandma. Now, someone like meeting someone's, whatever it is. Okay, on the grandma's front lawn. What an interesting reading that was. Now, I'm hearing Palm Beach. I'm hearing Florida. Okay, now let's clear it around with the Hermit right now. Yeah, this is a slow and steady kind of race that we're running here. We are running it with the Hermit upright and the Ace of Swords in reverse. I'm hearing it took a little bit of time to get the number here, but the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Five of Swords upright. This is someone who is working steadily towards a certain objective. I'm hearing it in this way. I'm hearing, hey, what's that song was by Outkast? Now, are they doing like construction work outside right now? Oh my gosh, it's like in the middle of the night. Okay. Anyways, let's clear it. And the star in the time. Somebody's like, maybe even, I'm seeing this so specific, I just gotta say it. Like, someone's like driving someone somewhere. It's like late at night. I'm hearing that. Like, there's something, maybe the timing of something is kind of interesting. I'm seeing the star here as well. So it could be something like, kind of, I'm hearing, oh, dancing in the moonlight. So that's a song by Leanne Rimes. It's also by Van Morrison, Dancing in the Moonlight. Yeah, okay, there's something maybe romantic as well. Absolutely, Son of Cups upright. Yeah, looking at the Ace of Cups. So someone's like, do they see me like that? Let's clear it around. They're like, yeah. It's also that feeling of like, is that them? Yes, that's them. And they're definitely dragging their parents over to meet with me here right now too. Father of Swords and Three of Swords. Okay. Somebody like grabs hold of like the flag of a nation that they don't know the name of. They're like, it's like just impulsive though. I don't know what that's like to. They're like, hello, they like grab a flag. I'm hearing the staff of a flag. I'm hearing Army, Navy. They're just like, it's something kind of immediate. They're like, I'm hearing illogical even. They're like, I don't know what this means, but like, I'm just gonna do this. I don't know what, maybe something cultural. They're like, I'm not familiar with this father source, this name, this game, this whole thing. I'm hearing that with a star. Now, that might not be for everyone, but let's just get back into it. Now, I'm hearing letter J here. Let's clear it down the back. Someone's back is like something with their spine. It's like a lot of pressure on your discs for whatever reason, but something with the spine here with the Timer's card as well. Let's clear it around. They could even have their hand behind their back, for example, but there's something like, they could even have like something like on their back, like, you know, for your posture kind of thing, like the stick that they place like on your back. Let's clear. I don't know what that's going to do, but anyhow, the Hierophant here. Now, it could be on an energetic level. But somebody's been waiting to even introduce themselves. Yes, 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 Jessica. Yes. Son of Wands in reverse. I'll look over up here. Jessica's like, yes! Son of Wands in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. Something is like, finally, star. I'm hearing, because I had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. Somebody like kisses someone here as well. Oh my. Something with the color red. Someone's lips. I'm hearing that. Okay. No. I'm hearing it's like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Someone like asked their friend. They like asked them. So describe like what happened. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I'm hearing that with the Hangman reverse. It was so fun. I'm hearing those with the Star Bright. There's like something that is kind of magical for a number of you is the feeling here. Now, this is something that will be let out slowly. It grows beneath the earth first. It's like the roots take hold. It's like, well, I don't see it growing yet, but like it's growing. It's like that kind of feeling. You look at the plant, you're like, where's the plant? I don't see the seedling. It's like, look at this. 5 Pentacles in reverse. It first kind of like grows beneath the soil and then it pops up like a little bud. So yeah, 3 Pentacles in reverse. It's clearing around. I was like, it's being prepared. 3 Wands upright. And so, hey, my name is, I'm hearing the letter L. I'm hearing lit. I'm hearing that as well. Cool, me too. Okay, so they exchange numbers, information with their cups. Somebody wants to know, like, someone's parents. They're like, how do you do? I'm hearing, how do you do? Like, they're asking something about someone's parents. They're like, wow, how do you do that? I'm hearing that as well. Maybe they're like talking about their parents. They're like, yeah, I take care of my parents. I'm hearing that. 2 Pentacles, they're like, wow, that's like a lot of work. I'm hearing that as well. 2 Pentacles, Daughter Pentacles. They could be like in a caretaking business. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe somebody's like a nurse and they, it could be a metaphor, but anyways, they're like, yeah, I just got a lot on my plate right now. I'm hearing that Hangman reverse chair. They're like, wow, okay. Magician. Now, there's an element here of complication. It's complex. Well, not really. It's a matter of when we communicate it. Yeah, Hermit. Someone's waiting for like the right time, so-called. They're like, when am I... Let's clear in the heart chakra. Wow, the star. Somebody is really... This is something like super divine. All right. Libra, thank you for tuning in. One more note here. 1 second. Emperor. Yeah, Empress. You know what this is to you. For whoever this is. I'm hearing I locked eyes with them. I'm hearing in last year's dance. I'm hearing London. I'm hearing London. In London. I'm hearing that with the Emperor and the Empress. And I just knew it. Now, for numbers can come, 6 months down the line. A year down the line, you're like, it's something about that look that I gave them, that they gave me. I told myself that I could never take that look away. Wow, interesting. From my eyes, like something was like, the impression was made kind of thing. Like when you looked at something, when you looked at someone, I'm hearing Clock Tower, like something just was so serendipitous as well. The Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. I'm feeling something of a pressure on the right eye. It's like, yeah, they're really, really also into me. Emperor of the World of Bright. It's like there's something that was made clear with the Chariot. Someone's very chivalrous as well. It's very attractive with the Chariot in the world. This behavior, whatever this is, this behavior, I'm hearing that again with the Chariot and the Ace of Cups is just like sweep you off your feet sort of energy. I'm hearing I am in love. Yeah, Chiao, Son of Cups. I'm hearing the Chariot. Somebody have a lot of Cancer in your chart. I'm hearing the letter L again here. I'm hearing LL. I'm hearing yeah, Lil. Okay, anyways, somebody could be very patient as well. Son of Wands in reverse, very, very romantic. Like when the Son of Cups trumps the Son of Wands in reverse, we're really seeing this sort of like, I would rather like bite my tongue than just stick it down the throat. Okay, bite my tongue and not say what I wanted to say, then just kind of like, I'm hearing, just start like, you know, I'm hearing also like making out with them. Like right off the bat. Like this is somebody who wants to get to know somebody, somebody who feels like they value also the unearthing of the passion. I'm hearing there's over the Chariot. Like I want to take my time with this Chariot right up top, the Sun of Cups, and it is, you know, this also, this feeling of sensitivity that they may feel is important to sort of lend to the space. So it's like, I want to be sensitive. I'm hearing that ultimately with the Death card in reverse, and the Chariot upright, and the Sun of Cups upright, and the Sun of Wands in reverse, and the Sun upright, and the theme of the Mother of Cups upright. Yeah. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Like, someone also feels like somebody deserves, they want to respect this space. Mother of Cups upright. They want to take things like slowly. Father of Pentacles upright as well, and the Daughter of Swords upright. They're also very much in tune with maybe whoever this is. Like, they're feeling them on this other level. I'm hearing mahalo. That means, it's like Hawaiian for hello. They're like, hello, I'm hearing hello. They're trying to kind of, well, they want to work slowly towards this, again, this space. So they might, for a number of you, feel like, it's like the flower is like kind of fragile. I want to treat it with kindness. I'm hearing that ultimately. And so there's this gentle sort of energy with the Sun of Cups and the Chariot and the Hangman reverse. It is possibly for a number of you on Tuesday. I'm hearing that you take the fork out of your mouth and actually start making the move. Okay, Libra's like, listen, yeah, I'm patient, but like, I also want to know, like, where, when, how far, how long, what are we gonna do after? It's like, for a number of you, it's like, I want to know that, but listen, this is what, who's that, in the Sag reading, the person dreaming, I'm hearing Pisces, they're like, dreaming, they're like, okay, but they also want to know, yeah, they're drunk in love, I'm hearing the Nine of Cups. And the Hangman, for number I'm hearing, it's just kind of like, also, I'm hearing astounding with the Justice card reverse. Somebody is like kind of, they see the potential and they're eager, okay, they're excited. They're like, well, but I want to impress them here as well, but I don't want to like, you know, press the button like too soon with that, if you know what I mean, with the Sun of Wands in reverse, okay. Someone's like quiet, all of a sudden I'm hearing that as well. I'm hearing, carry me over there. I don't know. Father wants in reverse. Okay, like, they're acting. Somebody here is, like, acting like they didn't see it coming. Well, they could be, like, this is a gentleman energy, or however, gentle person, gentle human energy. This person is, they are attracted to one second, let's clear it. Well, there's also this very feminine energy. Every father is in reverse. Father Swords in reverse as well, but the Father of Pentacles was upright. But the Father of Wands in reverse, Father Swords. So it's like, there is something that, we do have the Ace of Wands coming through, but it's from the left field. The Father of Wands is like kind of, you know, I'm hearing forwarding that message. So it's like, this is something that, yeah, we're talking about passion. You also do have the Seven of Wands, but there's more the question of the encapsulation of that sort of, that feeling of, one second, let's clear it. I'm hearing amazing. I'm hearing that with the Seven of Wands and the Five of Cups. Somebody's like talking, like I'm seeing some people talking, like their faces are so close together. They also like have somebody has their hand in someone's hair or something like that, or like, I'm hearing their faces are touching. I'm hearing their toothbrushes are also touching. I don't know what that's going to do, okay. Take it as you will, but maybe it's like you're getting intimate with someone, okay? So this is like maybe an intimate energy that we see with the Chariot, and that could be also the feeling of what somebody wants to bring into this space. So thank you guys for tuning in on the light tape. Let's jump into Taurus. Okay. Taurus was like, I am excited, but I need to know what happens next. It's like Taurus stops the movie like halfway and is like, I gotta go research the plot. I just want to know. I'm hearing anyone have a guess as well. This is like someone watching a movie. They're like, they pause the movie. They're like, when does she freaking kiss him? I'm hearing that as well. Let's clear the ground. Wait, some carryovers from Libra. Read some leftovers we took home. Okay. Son of Pentacles in reverse. Tower upright. 3 Wands in reverse. Someone's kids, they're like, well, we were watching that show. Yeah, but like the Oompa Loompas are tired now too. They need to go to bed. Ace of Pentacles upright. Someone's watching some Oompa Loompa show. I don't know. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, now, but then it's like suddenly someone's like, oh my god, the universe is calling. 9 of Cups upright. Like I'm seeing some parent is watching like even like Teletubbies with their kids. I don't know, some show. all of a sudden, like, they go from, like, I'm hearing also, like, make new friends. This song has been coming through. This is that song, I'm hearing, how will I know if you really love me? Okay. No, literally, like, this is a parent who's, like, sitting with their kids, and they're watching some, like, kids show, okay? They go from, like, literally, like, we sing together, like, happy, I'm hearing happy me, happy you, happy friends. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know, it could be taken as you will. Metaphor again, but it's, like, they're with their friends. I'm hearing that as well, maybe. And then it's, like, all of a sudden, literally, like, the parent, like, steps off stage of parenting and is like, okay, kids, Teletubbies are over now. Teletubbies are tired. They want to go to bed, and me too. Well, I'm not going to go to bed, actually. You guys you're going to go to bed. I'm going to tuck you. They're, like, honest with the kids. They're like, you're going to tuck you in. You're going to go to bed. We're going to talk tomorrow about this and everything that happened, and then they, like, run off. I'm hearing that. For no, Nine of Cups upright, Eight of Wands upright, Hangman reversed, Daughter of Pentacles upright. This kid is like, please, Mr. Postman. They're like, he didn't even leave us, like, one last message. Daughter Cups, like, where are we meeting tomorrow? Are we meeting tomorrow even? Like, what's happening? Daughter Pentacles of Right? He just, like, literally ran off. I'm hearing that. Okay, now, for a number of you, this person is in another movie scene with another actor. I'm hearing that. They are, like, really preoccupied in their mind's eye. I'm hearing those, but, like, literally, I'm seeing a parent who is, again, they're, like, watching even, like, Barney, they're watching some TV show, and they go literally from being, like, so invested in that, they're, like, singing with the kids, they're like, yay, tinky winky, pow, 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 pow. They're even, like, maybe more into it than the kids are, even, really, okay, that might be a question down the line. All right, Star upright, and it's like, and then all of a sudden it's like, time's up, it's like, frick, and they literally, they laser beam over to the other side of the room to turn off the TV. Well, they laser, I'm hearing they lightsaber. I'm hearing as well, like, their vibe. I don't know what that's going to do. Like, maybe they shift. Their vibe shifts. They're like, that's it. Suddenly, like, class is over. I'm hearing this with Two of Pentacles. Like, so weird. The kids are like, okay, he took my toys away. Okay, whatever. Two of Pentacles, like, even, like, maybe, like, a pet. Like a dog. It's like, imagine, like, what that feels like for, like, the humans to play with your toys with you, and like they're all excited. Like, imagine being, again, like the dog, and like you see the humans, they're like, your friend, here's your friend, you threw him in the air, la 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 la, and then all of a sudden they get a phone call and they like leave. You're like, the fuck was that? Two of Pentacles are bright, Temperance are bright. They literally played with my toy with me for like 25 seconds, and then they also like took it away to put in the basket. What is that about? Maybe they want me to go get it? Like a good rover boy that I am. Okay, let's clear it. I don't know. Something was, like, confusing. Like, someone's just, I don't know. They were even, like, with their friends. I'm hearing that again. Their friends. Their parents. Like, they're even, like, hanging out with their friends. And then all of a sudden they rip someone's Band-Aid off. I'm hearing that as well. Like, I don't know what that's going to. They're, like, laughing on the dock. This exact vision came through another read. But anyways, they're, like, dancing on the dock with their friends. I don't know. It could be a particular message. And then all of a sudden they're like, haha. And they, like, turn around. And then all of a sudden they turn around and they, like, rip this Band-Aid off of this person's arm. This person is like, ow! They, like, yell so loud. Okay, Temperance upright. Alright, I'm hearing, psych! I'll see you tomorrow. I'm hearing that with the Temperance card. What? Like, let's clear it. Maybe they don't even, like, finish the whole job. It's like, for a number of you, I don't know what that was going to do. You got your friend waxing your arm. I'm hearing also on stage, but then they just only do it, like, halfway. And then it's like, now I'm left with, like, half of a hairy arm. I'm hearing, 'Cause I Got Half a Heart. The song is, I think, by One Direction. Now, for a number of you, until One Direction, like, well, yeah, it was, until they heard me sing and they disowned the song, like, altogether. They're like, oh god, no, this is maybe a friend. They're like, wait, so why would he just, like, he literally got up and he left. Like, this is maybe even somebody who was, like, hired for a certain gig. Maybe they even, look, they wax on the clock. They don't go, like, hey, we're gonna wax, like, your whole arm. We go, like, we charge, like, waxing, like, 30 cents a minute. I'm hearing this for a number of you. I don't know. It's like speed waxing. I don't know what that's about. Anyways, let's clear it around. It's like, I'm seeing a really big U. And then it's like, okay, then it's like time's up and the business is closed and they only wax like 3/4 of your arm. You're like, what the hell? Excuse me. No, I have hair left on my arm. I need you to like finish up the job. I'm in that for a number of, I don't know what that was going to do. Let's clear it. It's like, Hello? I'm hearing that, like, let's clear it. They even, like, board up the business. They close everything. You're, like, knocking on the door. You're like, my arm is really hairy still. I'm hearing that for number review. I don't know what that's alluding to, but you're, like, really confused, or somebody's confused. It's your friends, maybe? I'm hearing throwback moment. I'm hearing that, okay. Throwing up your arms. You're like, can you not throw me out of the business like that? I know you're closed, but, like, I still have a few more hairy positions. I'm hearing that as well, that I need you to take care of. Somebody is getting everything waxed. I'm hearing this word, I don't know. Spirit guides want you to know it's important for Mercury retrograde. We got to make sure that they're doing their job right. Mercury can get confusing. If they don't understand the protocol, maybe they thought that we wanted a design going down the center of it. We don't want a design going down the center of our chest. They left like an island of hair down the center of your chest. You're like, no, it's not what I wanted, but thank you. They gave you like some kind of something with your mustache swab, the 9 of they waxed it like in a certain config. You're like, no, that's not what I wanted. I'm hearing that. Like they waxed, it's like waxing by design. Let's clear it. They're like, then they want to charge you. You're like, no, but I didn't want to design. I wanted you to like wax the whole thing off. They're like, well, we're closed now. No question, no doubt. This is someone's mustache. They're like, I can't go to the date like this. No, Temperance, like stop that. 9 of Cups and the Temperance. You don't tell me you're closed. Like finish the job, finish the deed. I don't know what that's like. Hangman reverse. I'm hearing, okay, wait here. They're like standing at the door of the business. They got like a waxing strip right there. They're like, all right, I'm gonna wax your forehead off too. They're like, no, not that high. I don't need you to wax my forehead. I'm hearing goji berries. Someone's like eating goji berries. I don't know what that's like. Let's clear it in ground. Are we all on the same page? We're good? Now let's clear it in ground. What in the world? Okay. Guys, I didn't eat dinner. Oh my gosh. Okay, what time is it? In the world of astral. Yeah, no, even like the business owner, like maybe the person who's waxing this person, they're like, I gotta go. I'm sorry. Like, I don't have time. You're like, no, but the job is not finished. Like, Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. We got more hair to go. You literally left a patch. Like, I'm not a Furby. I'm hearing the 10 of Pentacles of right. You got it all twisted. 10 of Pentacles of right. I didn't want you to twist my hair in a braid like that as well. I wanted it like in a bun, and like I didn't want it like to look like in a funny way, you know. Let's clear it. I don't know what that's going to do. So someone only got like one. I don't know what they got, like only one side of their body wax as well. They're like, wait, no, don't go. I'm hearing that sun in reverse. Like, no, not yet, please. They're like, hold up the mirror. They're like, you're good, man, you're fine. Ace of Wands upright. They're like, I'm not for my standard. Let's clear it. No, this person truly, this could be a metaphor, but they're like, I gotta go. Like this person's like, I gotta go. Like maybe they're hungry. They gotta eat. They've been waxing people all day. I'm hearing this for number view. Mother of Cups. Mother of Wands, I don't know. Take it easy, all. This person's like, I want it glossy. Maybe they feel like this person's a high maintenance kind of. This is just like a high maintenance kind of client with a Hangman in reverse and the Ace of Wands upright. They're like, you don't get it. I'm like going on this date tomorrow. I need to look like I'm like really done up. I'm hearing that as well. They could have their hair done in a particular way as well. I need it in a bun, honey. I'm hearing that with the Justice card upright. Let's clear it. They're like, can you throw me a hair tie? I'm hearing that as well. Maybe this is them with their family. They're having their family members wax them, maybe kind of thing. Yeah, because, I don't know. Okay, well, one second. They're like, yeah, I can wax you. I'm hearing that as well. You have time? Yeah, I have time. They're like, okay, but, like, in the end, they have time to only do, like, not what they wanted them to do, though. You know what I mean? Let's clear it. They're like, okay, I gotta go now. It's like, no, but it's not what I asked for. Okay, I'm hearing that as well. They're like, business is closed. Hangman in reverse. I'm hearing, I still have fur on my, I'm hearing, look at me. Yo, the client feels like they need to like evidence their claim with this person. They're like, maybe they want to charge them extra or something. I don't know what else I do. Okay, Waxing Wars. On the next episode of Waxing Wars with the Father of Pentacles. Let's clear it in ground. Okay, so someone's like, I don't know, maybe they commissioned work as well. No, but this is like definitely waxing. Like, I'm hearing this just so specific. I don't know. But they're running after this person, like, while they're, like, about to, like, close shot. They're gonna lock the doors. Maybe they're gonna miss their appointment. Let's clear it. Yeah, that could also be it. maybe they're like, I needed this done today. And they're like, okay. So, and then they're like, okay, this is the service you wanted. You're like, no, you got it wrong. Maybe they got the service wrong. And they're like, well, we don't have time for that today. And you're like, well, you can't say that. I have to go on the date tonight. I'm gonna with a nine of wands. I don't know. Let's clear it. I don't know what that's only to. Mother of Swords, it could be like threading or something. I don't know. Anyways, I'm hearing Wago. I'm hearing, oh, way down we go. It could be the name of, well, song. Way down we go. By Kaleo. Now, spirit guides are funny the way they come through every now and then. Yeah, you know. All right. This person's like cracking their back. The waxer is like, they don't call me Shrek for just like nothing. All right. I have a degree in how to say, so, hold on. I'm hearing that as well with the Ace of Wands. So, are you good? I'm here. Are you good down there? I'm hearing this person's like, they want to make sure this person never comes back. They're like, I'm gonna wax it in the direction that hurts. Maybe they're kind of joking as well. Maybe they're talking to a kid. I'm hearing this. I don't know what I was going to. They're like, yeah, this is something kind of professional, but then it's like, it's like waxing for kids. I don't know what that's going to. Maybe it's like waxing that doesn't hurt. 10 of Cups in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse. Maybe they're using like, it's like a natural method or something. It's like honey, for example. Let's clear it. They're like, yeah. Okay, now let's clear it in ground. Da-da-da-da-da-da. This person's driving out of the business parking lot. Taurus is watching them. They're like, hello! They're waving their hands. I don't know, it's such a specific message. Very interesting. This person is not going to give up. They will chase down the consultant. I'm hearing that as well, down the highway. They're going to be waving them down SOS style. Maybe this person was about to miss their appointment and they're like late or something. The business thought they weren't coming, so like they started like closing. They're like driving out of the driveway, and Taurus is like, oh heck no, they're not going to be canceling my appointment. No. Death card here in the world. Now, I'm hearing Tara. It's me. Okay, the lengths that we go to when we want whatever we want done. Okay, Moon upright. Let's clear. I need a lot of Scorpio energy here. This is some business owner though. They're something about time is like really important. Like they don't. If you're a little late to the interview, I'm hearing that as well. Like they will close the doors. I'm hearing also to the bank. I'm hearing that. All right, Taurus. Thank you for tuning in. Love the light, you guys. Let's jump into Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Wow. Virgo's like they are on time. This is the client that maybe took the spot of. I'm hearing Leo. I'm hearing leg up, please, thank you. They're like, now they're waxing them instead of me. For real, we're gonna, of all things, we're gonna spend our time talking about the waxing decisions that we make or do not make. Well, it's coming down to Mercury. Okay, so we got one Mercury retrograde reading. Watch what we do with it. I got 5 minutes. What do you want me to wax? I mean, that's well, really coming down to it now with the temperance. Well, with the strength card. Okay, Leo rules hair. So get ready. Well, I need you to just. I need a little more time than 5 minutes. Somebody like is a advanced, like also they know how this goes. They're like, I need way more time than that. You're not gonna get it done in that amount of time. This person is like shoveling snow out of the driveway. They're kind of like, well, I'm gonna leave, so it's either we're gonna do it like let's clear it. Or they're like maybe I don't want to say they're making a threat, but they're like, okay, so this is all I can do today. So they're like, ugh, really? You're putting me in a timeout. I'm hearing that with the strength card as well. Maybe they're timing something, or they feel like they're timing. This person shows up. I need my legs done. I'm hearing that with the strength card. Leg up. They like hoist their leg on the bar. I'm hearing that as well with the chariot. Something about hair, you guys. I don't know. Now, Virgo's early, though. Virgo's on time. Virgo's like, maybe even the person waxing. That would make some sense. Yeah, let's clear the ground. I'm hearing Brandon. I just had a random thought, but like, yeah, maybe they call their client. They're like, are you like sure you're getting this service done like at this time? Usually you get that done. Like, we don't have time for that. Let's clear it. So maybe they call them. Oh, yeah. Here comes a Hierophant. Taurus. They like call their Taurus client up. They're like, hey, like, I'm hearing I know that we usually, like, sew the badge, like, on that arm as well, like, are you sure you want that, like, done today like that? Like, yeah, there's a mistake of some kind maybe in the planning, and like, so maybe someone catches on to it and they like call them. They're like, yeah, my so and so tore. I'm hearing as well as clearing around. I'm hearing Satapan. I'm hearing letter V as well. I don't know what that's going to, but okay. Now, Virgo, somebody's like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, exactly. I didn't want to do that. I'm hearing, I made a mistake with the appointment thing. I'm hearing that with the High Priestess and the Empress. Oh my god, no, I need gold tips. I'm hearing that as well. Someone may be dyeing their hair. Now, but this is like right as also the club is closing. So someone is like me. They show up really late. Like they already cleaned the whole studio. I'm hearing that as well. Like everything is like boarded up. I'm hearing that like specifically. And I'm hearing, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to come back on Tuesday. I'm hearing that as well. Now, but someone here, they're gonna chase this person down. Like even though the business is closed, they're gonna like run after them down the hall. I'm hearing down the mall. I'm hearing that as well. I'm hearing, hey, it's me. They don't even like see them. It's really like I'm running on the tarmac kind of feeling, and the airplane's like on the runway getting ready to take off. You're like trying to flag down the pilot there with the moon and the Ace of Swords. Let's clear it. I mean, the price is right. I'm gonna pay you like even. I'm hearing even double. I'm hearing the star. Damn. Ace of Swords. Maybe someone brings their friend with them. Oh, for a number of you, maybe. I'm hearing we both want French tips. I'm hearing that with the Ace of Swords and the Star. I'm hearing you're late. You're super late. I'm hearing that. Let's clear it. They wanted to register. Like they wanted maybe some service done for them and a friend, but they only registered themselves. So it's like they can't have two people. I don't know. Something with the strategy though, or of the calendar even with the Hermit. I understand honey, I'm hearing that specifically, but hockey isn't played with just one stick. You need also, like, the puck. I'm hearing that. Like, let's clear it. So someone's like, I'm just not available, or there's something with the actual, maybe it is, like, they want them to even, they needed more time to prepare or something like that, or they need to prepare something else. Now, or more. Now, okay. For a number of you, somebody wants to buy jewelry, like, last minute. They're running into the land of no time. Time doesn't exist. Like, this is a place where you need way more time to do something like this, but they're running in like last minute. They're like, I need to share the minivan with like 8 other people. What do I get? I'm hearing that as well. Like, what do I do? Let's clear it. They're like, I don't know, we're about to close, man. I'm hearing that. Let's clear. They're like, I got clothespins. Look, I'm registered. I'm hearing that as well, but I got in through the front door, but I need you to like hit the Damascus button and like say that we're gonna work together. So I don't know what that's going to. This could be metaphorically where someone wants to maybe collaborate with someone in some space, but you know, it's something about the timing. Okay, now thank you guys for tuning on the light to you. Let's jump into Cancer. Okay, and real quickly here, we do have the Daughter Cups in reverse, so there is this feeling maybe for a number of you of wanting to make an impression. We do have the Judgment card at the base of the Daughter Cups in reverse, and the Son of Cups upright. Okay, let's see here, and the pair, right? Okay, and Son of Cups upright. Now let's, Cancer, thank you for tuning in. Love and light to you all, and yes, okay, now I'm seeing someone is looking at someone. They're like, they're gauging something. They're wondering, they're trying to maybe understand someone, or some space. They're like, I want to see what you're trying to say. Maybe they want to like hear someone out. For a number of you though, there is this air of caution. They're like, are they teasing me? Like, what are they doing here? I'm hearing that as well. For a number of you, I'm hearing Leo, Cancer, wow, Chariot and the Devil and the Emperor. Someone's showing up. They're very interested, Cancer, for a number of you. They want to maybe pitch something. And I'm seeing that there is something that you want to like consider, but you want to be careful in the way that you like think about this. I'm hearing that. It's something very scrutinizing. For a number of you, this can be a competition or some kind of like contract. Let's clear it. I'm hearing Clinton so strongly. I don't know what else I'm going to do. Magician in reverse, leading you out. Hangman in reverse. There's something that is precious to you. Let's not play around with that, right? That concept even. It's like, no, this is a ball, and it's important how we bounce it. And from the very get-go as well. The Father of Pentacles upright. For a number of you, this is someone who is wanting to meet with like your daughter. I'm hearing that. Okay, so somebody's like wanting to make an impression here with the Father of Pentacles. I'm hearing She was 16 years old. Okay. That song by Benny Mardones. Wow, beautiful song. Daughter Cup, they're working something here. They're maybe even sending pictures to someone, like someone's family. I'm hearing Archer news. They want to like invite someone. I'm seeing the color orange and yellow and white. I'm hearing that like so specifically. I don't know what that's about, but anyway, Sun and Wands in reverse. Also more orange, white, yellow here, sort of color here. I'm hearing the letter F. I'm hearing French. This came through another reading. Okay. Now for a number of you, I'm hearing London. I'm hearing that with the Father Cups in reverse. I'm hearing the Devil upright. I'm hearing DIV, Division A, Division Team, Division A, Division B. I'm hearing also division like math. Ace of Pentacles here at the base of the tower. Now, there's something like someone's kind of like, whoa, they feel like they're being courted. I'm hearing that. But they feel also that they're being considered for like a really important role here. For a number of you, someone feels like they're a judge and somebody like is really trying to sort of depict their talent in an official way. Son of Pentacles on the floor. There is an air of like the question of wanting to maintain composure during this cycle. Like I'm seeing someone not wanting to get too excited. They're like, okay, I want to take it in a level-headed manner and see where it goes. Do they want to move in or like do they want to move out? Like what is their final intention? And somebody maybe feels a little bit scared. They're like, maybe they feel like they have to test some space out a little bit. They don't want to just jump on something here with the Devil. It could also be the feeling of, I want to see like, are the diamonds really like rough around the edges? Like they want to really be very careful with the way that they look into also a certain story here. And I'm seeing maybe someone even like, it's like this example, like somebody is pitching something to maybe a Cancer, for example, and they're like, I want you to invest in this space, and it's like they're gonna I'm seeing they get an email, they're like, hey, maybe someone's like, let's say a director, movie director, there's somebody like sends them through a script. Yep, Father shows in reverse at the base of the Devil upright. They're like, it's a huge investment, blah blah blah. They're like, I want to be really careful, like I want to take my time to, I want to look at every angle of this. Father Swords in reverse, because there's a reputation here on the line with the Moon and the Devil. Now for a number of you, someone is moving very quickly. I'm hearing that as well with the Death card. It's like the feeling of someone on stage in an audition and they are giving some kind of really, really impressive performance. Oh, thank you, Androniva, for your donation. €5.49 on the dot. Thank you for tuning in. Let's clear around. Yeah, somebody making like a really big impression. I'm hearing that at the end of the day. Like it's impressive with the Death card, but it feels intense, and it's like that moment when we know that this audition is really being taken also seriously. That's the moment when we feel, as the judge, what do we do with our power? I'm hearing of jurisdiction, ultimately with the Son of Cups as well. So for a number of you, interesting, it's on an emotional level, maybe it's an intuitive thing as well. It's like, I have the power. I got the power. I have the power to make the decision, and I realize that, and I want to be careful with, where I put the pen to paper sort of feeling with the Five of Pentacles. And it is something for a number of you that somebody wants to really give it their all. And I'm seeing someone like watching someone just beating on a drum here with the Strength card and the Ace of Cups. Like, I'm hearing, I really want this. And maybe that's what someone sees in someone. They're like, yes, Hierophant in reverse at the base of the Strength card. Ace of Cups is serious for a number of you. Like Temperance, like you're even looking at like I'm here at a client. You're like, they really want this. I'm hearing they want to get approved for the loan. I'm hearing that the Hierophant in reverse. Let's clear it ground. Father wants it bright. Look in the future. I'm hearing letter D. I'm hearing Damon. Someone also feels like someone's really good looking. Oh yes, they're super attracted to this person. Daughter, Wands in reverse. Lovers are right. Okay. Now, I'm hearing the letter L here. I'm hearing L is for the way you look at me. They're like, really, it's romance. It's romance. It's very romantic, whatever this energy is as well. It's like really impressive. I'm hearing that again. Like the way it comes off to someone, they're just like, wow. But it's impressive, but it's still it's interesting because it's almost like this. Because I take this seriously, because I consider this something also interesting, I give it the attention that I feel I need to give it. So it's like, I take it seriously. I'm hearing that for a number of this, maybe what someone's feeling. They're like, if it seems like I'm serious, it's because I'm taking it seriously. I'm hearing that with the Temperance card now. All right, love and light to you all. Thank you, kids, for tuning in. Enjoy this period. I'm hearing take your time. Okay, and whatever is meant to be, I'm hearing will ultimately show up at the end of the day with the Star, the Ace of Pentacles. I'm hearing no worries. Okay, let's jump into, and the Father comes at the end of the day. Yeah, and for a number of you, this is something that someone wants to Really, wow, there's a lot of potential. There's something that someone feels like really passionate about as well with the Temperance card and the Aces. They want to show that as well, and maybe they will take their time with that as well. Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in with the light to. Let's jump into what signs do we have left. We did Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Let's jump into it. Gemini here for you and see here what's coming through. Oh my! And then we've got yep, just one more I guess sign now. Gemini, somebody feels like they are on the edge here with something. It's kind of risky. I'm hearing that. Like, it's like looking out at some kind of like audience and you see the stage before the audience, and then that leads you to look even, you know, before that point of reaching the stage, and then you look at the curtain and then you kind of see, well, you see yourself ultimately. And you're like, okay, now where do I also come from and what am I bringing with me into, well, let's clear. Somebody's very nervous. They're like, well, let's still stay in this way. They feel like it's a huge opportunity and they don't want to mess it up. Let's just you know, deduce it down to the drum roll. I'm hearing as well a moment where we feel the nerves. Okay, yeah, I'm nervous. I'm hearing that for a number of you. Like, it's nerve-wracking. It's something that I feel I've never done before. I've never felt this way. I've never had this chance. I feel for a number of you, the Strength card here with the Ace of Cups, I really feel like it's something special. I'm hearing that as well. Let me just take some water. For a number of you, something that will be really helpful during this period is understanding your needs and ensuring that you address them, like, throughout this period. For a number of you, you're training for something, you're getting prepared for something, it's getting you kind of nervous. If that, again, is the case, then, you know, let's say that it's like, well, I'm thinking about the stage. It's like, okay, so the stage is the stage, and, like, you're thinking of it in terms of the performance. I'm hearing UV. It's like, I'm hearing also UV light. It's like, okay, but if that's making you kind of nervous, think about the things that go into the process that leads to that point. Like, maybe if the stage is making you feel nervous, the performance is making you feel nervous, it's like not necessarily about feeling like you're ready for that, but rather like kind of thinking about who you are before you reach that stage and where you take yourself during that period of time. Interesting. So it's like grounding is very important during this time. You're hearing that Capricorn, I'm hearing very strongly. Daughter Cups and the Eight of Cups. Now, for a number of you, there's something you want to make simple. You want to clarify it. You want to maybe even clear it. Maybe even clear the air with this space. And for a number of you, if you know you feel kind of nervous about something, I'm seeing getting back to like the basics, getting down to the sort of simplicities of this sort of maybe even process might be really helpful. Like, you know, kind of for a number of you, like let's say you have a really big emotional sort of conversation coming up here. For a number of you, it might be helpful to kind of partake in activities that are more like simple and rudimentary, and maybe even like organizing your pocketbook. I'm hearing that for a number of you. Thank you for your donation, Black Tube. Love and light to you. And I'm hearing, yeah, this is something maybe it's just nerve-wracking. Like, I'm hearing stages, rounds, Seven of Pentacles, a lot of pressure with the Daughter Cups and the Eight of Cups. For a number of you, this is someone who you are very interested in. We have it on the, we split the deck. Leo, I'm hearing strongly. The Magician is staring at the Daughter Cups and the Son of Wands. There is a lot of passion, a lot of pressure, but it's like, I'm seeing you kind of thinking, you're talking to yourself here, Gemini, you're like, I'm hearing Capricorn as well. I can't think about it in terms of like the passion as the passion and where the passion goes and what the passion creates and what the passion leads to. I have to see it as, you know, not necessarily that end goal. I'm hearing that as well. And I don't want to hear it as a goal. I'm hearing that. Interesting. So for a number of you, it is something of a focus on like, I don't want to get psyched out. I'm hearing that as well. I don't want to like also prepare for it. Interesting. But then it's like this feeling of, you know, how do I feel? One second. I'm hearing right timing, divine timing. It's not a matter of, I'm hearing near, far, like you even feel like, well, there's a romantic energy here with the Ace of Cups, big time. I'm hearing romantic. This is a Latino song. This came through another reading. I don't know the name of the song is like romantic. It's something Latino. Okay, Daughter Cups and the Ace of Cups. So it's like in Latino. But we have the Emperor. Wow, somebody feels so much pressure. They feel like when they walk into some kind of room, there's like a crown on their head, and it's like inverted. So the crown, I'm hearing the thorns on the crown are like digging into their scalp. I don't know what that's linked to. Let's clear it. They feel pressure. Father of Pentacles, they're like, so am I prepared? Mother of Pentacles, you're prepared. I'm hearing Leo. Okay, wait, so they gave them kudos but not me? Wait, so what does that mean? Am I not like looking at the right part of the audience? Let's clear the ground. Like for numbers, maybe something competitive and you're like, I don't have any marker to know really if I'm moving in the right direction. Okay, I'm hearing geothermal activity is undercover. I'm hearing proactive leadership will be taken soon. I don't know what that's going to. Will be needed. I'm hearing to be taken soon. I'm hearing those. Let's clear something with the I'm hearing the I don't know what that's alluding to. This is something with the earth, with the moon in reverse. I'm hearing lighthouse gases. I mean, like gases with the moon in reverse. Ace of Cups upright. Something is, it's an exhaust. Something is giving off. It's like combustion. I don't know what. Ace of Cups. I'm hearing again though geothermal activity. Like there's something. Even I'm seeing like magma. It's under the ocean though. I don't know what that is alluding to in every way. Literally, okay, with the moon, or what is literal or metaphorically as well. The Ace of Cups, but there's something that like we do not see yet. But it's like we are feeling that. Yes, something is ticking with the High Priestess and the Mother. I'm seeing like something about also potential. So we're thinking here for a number of you, maybe in terms of the potential space, and that really is seen with the Mother. It was a very creative energy of the High Priestess. You take this very ethereal sort of imaginary sort of expansive scape with the High Priestess, and then you take the Mother of Wands, like this again, this sort of this transcendental sort of also landscape here that we see with the High Priestess. Let's clear the ground, and then you have the Mother of Wands, and it's like we have that fertility right in our palm, and what do we make with all of that together? Like, let's clear it. Well, let's clear it. One second. For a number of you, one second. Someone's very attracted to somebody. This is going to be something explosive. This came through in your Gemini. Go back to your October 20 reading. That is a very, very, very intense match with the High Priestess that we decided to light. We did it knowing very well what fire looks like, feels like, and can even sound like when it goes pop. Let's clear it. The Daughter of Pentacles in reverse. Like, for a number of you, this is something of like also a connection that, yeah, look at the Tower in reverse. It's like something explosive. This is almost like I'm hearing a tornado meets a volcano and turns inside out kind of moment. With the Magician, it can be something favorable or kind of freaky. I'm hearing that as well, depending on how weird we think fire looks when it is in slow motion. What in the world? I'm seeing something like it's like fire. It's like wet fire. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know what. Hold on. So somebody is like having a mirroring experience. I'm hearing that as well. There's something of a merging experience. Wow, wow, wow. There may be even, well, it could be on a minute. Well, they're merging. I'm hearing the Seven of Wands. They're making love as well. I gotta say it. Seven of Wands. It's like, okay. It's for a number of you something on an energetic level. Like it's something that you feel like. It's like kind of shaking. It's like you feel an earthquake kind of energy with the massaging. I'm hearing of the bones. Interesting. I don't know what that's linked to. I'm seeing like I'm seeing like an earthquake, but like on someone, like the skeleton, like a skeleton is like I don't know what that's the skeleton of the earth. I'm hearing that as well. It's very interesting. Take it as you will. But there's something like even, yeah, the sun. It's like, and that is mirroring the moon in reverse. So there's something that possibly is even kind of, I'm hearing when a man loves a woman. Okay, we got it. Yin and yang. Okay, the extremities I'm hearing as well when they reach the test. I'm hearing, and the edge as well of the, I'm hearing of the breast. I'm hearing breastplate, and also I don't know what that breastplate. I'm hearing the rest is history. Let's clear it. I'm hearing you're an angel to me in my eyes. Wow, Father Cup. Somebody like, okay, this could be this is like a an experience that's really, really it's magical, but it's emotional as well. Let's clear it. Maybe on an energetic level, something sensational. Like it is also physical though. So there's something that is almost, it could be birth. Absolutely, the Father Cups as well, and the Ace of Cups, and you know, be it of a vision. It's like, oh my God, it's like an epiphany with the Lovers and the Nine of Cups, and wow. Okay, so for a number, I'm hearing that song on when a man loves a woman. We have done Leo, yeah. We've done Leo. Aries is next. Okay, so yeah, for a number of you, it's something, wow, temperance. It may be even a premonition, and it's like, but for a number of you, this is something where it's just magical. It's like, it's like, is this really happening? Sort of feeling like it's like right before your very eyes, kind of. It's even unfolding. It's surreal. I'm hearing that. It's also sensational, on a sensory level. Like just, it's very special even. Well, it's sacred. Sentimental. All right, let's jump into even, yeah, sentimental. But okay, Aries, last out here. Thank you for tuning in, Aries. Wow, you're patient. You're ruled by Mars. You're freaking impulsive, let's be honest. You usually would not be waiting this long, I'm hearing as well, for something that you could otherwise just like tug and hold as a teddy bear in your arm like immediately. I'm hearing that as well. Aries is like, yeah, I don't usually like also share my toys, but like in this case, I want to wait for. I'm hearing everlasting love. Like suddenly, like, I don't know, someone also sees the light. I'm hearing that. They're like, okay, but Aries, you've been patient. Now, your ruler here, Mars, is retro. Let's clear it and ground. Someone's like, okay, they got the remote in their hand. They're like, okay, switch, flip, switch to the next channel. Is this my style? Yes, I'm hearing that. Okay, so someone maybe feels like they've been patient with themselves. Maybe they're planning something out. They're trying to even get something just right, and like maybe they're just kind of like, wow, I've been like really waiting for this for a long time now. Ace of Cups. But it's interesting because I'm seeing that that's actually working in your favor. So whatever you've been patient with, it's like the kind of similar energy actually to where we sort of started with the Capricorn reading, and that was the first reading that we did here for the series. But kind of this energy, Aries, of, you know, there being, and if, again, love and light to you all here. If you guys could please timestamp, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. And because I know people are going to be commenting, they're like, where's this sign, where's that sign? But anyways, Capricorn was technically, we did Capricorn earlier. Now, yeah, it's like, there was this energy of like being so patient, and it's like, I know that I'm, you know, I'm waiting for something here, right? It's like, you know, there's this element maybe even of fear, but like faith and fate and, you know, divine timing. I'm hearing that as well. Yeah, Chariot with the Father of Cups. Oh my God, Son of Wands. Wow. So, and the Emperor. Okay, yeah. So Aries, for a number of you, either you feel like you have now met your match. You're like, I know, maybe it could be with you. You're like, this is the industry for me. I know what I want. I know what I want out of this space. I know what my dream looks like now. I'm hearing that as well. Or for a number of you, you're showing up for someone, or for a number of you, you're actually meeting someone who is exactly your type. Let's just say it in that way. I'm hearing have no fear. I'm hearing her dad is here. I'm hearing that as well. Wow, splitting right to the Mother of Cups with the Empress. Now, I'm hearing, am I late? What did I miss? I'm hearing that with the Empress. No, the Two Wands. Now, for a number of you, yeah, there is a healing space here taking place as well. Well, we're now really high up. Okay. Someone's like, how do I, yeah, so there's something kind of surprising even. Like, it's the feeling of a plane landing, kind of like, whoa, like, are we really here? Like, someone like fell asleep, they wake up, they're like, that's it. Like, we're arrived. I'm hearing this with the High Priestess, Six of Cups. Like, you've been so patient here, Aries, and here Pisces for a number of you with some cycle. And this will speak to maybe where you've got, let's say, Aries sitting in your personal birth chart. There could be a focus on that area of life. So let's say your Mars is in Aries. You know, this is a wild time for you possibly, because there, you know, Mars is at present currently in the sign of Aries, and Mars is the ruler of Aries naturally, and Mars is retrograde. So there is a lot here that maybe you've been kind of planning. I'm hearing that as well, planning to carry out, and you've been so patient. It's like, I felt like I couldn't play with my toys. I'm hearing that. With the Four of Cups upright, the Sun upright, let's clear the ground. It's like, I'm hearing, at last, that song, Mother Cups. My love has arrived or come around or something like that. I don't remember the lyrics. Let's clear the ground now. Yeah, and so the Hierophant, yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, for a number you're going to cash out, but it is maybe on some kind of like level of, you know, maybe not like visual. I'm hearing visual, interesting, literally with a Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. This is maybe someone is well, yeah, they could be pregnant. I'm hearing as well with the Fool and the Nine of Pentacles. Or they see someone who they see themselves having kids with. I'm hearing that as well. They're just like, yeah. I'm hearing BitTorrent please, I'm hearing BitTorrent mood. I'm hearing that as well with the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. Now for a number of you, someone's meeting someone's family member with a chair in the Hierophant. Someone is just like, something is really getting off to a good start. I'm hearing that as well with the Six of Cups. And the High Priestess, like something feels natural. Now, it's developing. Okay. I'm hearing, yeah, no, so many, I'm hearing sway with me, the Temperance card. I'm hearing, it's like a movie, I'm hearing movie director. For a number, you could be hired. Oh gosh, it's like, you've been out of work, like, you, like, didn't accept any position, like, and for good reason, with the Temperance card, you're like, I'm not gonna just settle, like, I'm gonna wait for the right, I'm hearing, because I'm bad to the bone, this came through, I think, in the Sag reading. Now, Hangman in reverse right there, yeah, Hierophant, I'm hearing again that song, and last, like, there's something that just, for a number of you, is coming full circle, and you feel it, you see it, you're like, yes, and for a number of you, this is healing. But for another number of you, this is something that you have been waiting for. I'm hearing everlasting love, like, 10 of Cups upright. It's about your son. It's like my voice is kind of giving out here. Okay, the voice kind of raw. Okay, Father of Pentacles, oh, I'm hearing that song, but I think it's by Vince or Vin T, something like that. It's like, Am I Wrong? Something like that. The name of the song, I think, is Am I Wrong? It's by, like, Vin something or something like that. Now, let's clear reading ground, but for a number of you, I'm hearing you've just met someone. I'm hearing that. You could have known them for a while. I'm hearing this is serious. This is not a mess around thing. Move. I'm hearing that with the Justice card in reverse. Like, this is someone who maybe, well, let's clear. There's a lot of potential here. They see a future here. And I've got to emphasize that with the Justice card in reverse. Temperance upright. The Fool upright. It's also to the point where it's like, I'm hearing Nana. I'm hearing Nana. 10 of Wands upright. Yes, Nick and Vin, thank you, Jessica, for... Okay, 10 of Wands. It's like, well, one second, let's clear it. We recognize that this is something we want, and we recognize the potential in this space primarily, I'm hearing, because of what we've been through. The process that has led to this point, like, it's like, I realize that this is the peak of the mountain because I climbed the mountain, and I was having, I'm hearing enough experiences in relation to the peak, I'm hearing experience, I'm hearing that as well, that kind of made clear for me what the overall, I'm hearing story looks like. Interesting. So it's like the feeling of like, you maybe feel like you've met the one. You're like, yeah, like in relation to all of these other croaks of the frog's voice, I'm hearing that as well, that can be made. I don't know what that was going to, but the frogs and the croaking came through in another video, in another sign. Father, some of it is also exhausted. They're really like Pisces. I'm hearing Aries. This is something that has taken time. I'm hearing time after time, that song by Cyndi Lauper, but it is a good thing at the end of the day. I'm hearing this as well. Like, it is a good sign. I'm hearing that as well, that this is something that has taken time to develop now. But for a number of you, this is something that you are also, so it's picking up steam, and it can be your business. This is for a number of you, but like for another number of you, you're realizing what you want. And it's like, I'm glad that I waited, that I also had those experiences, and that I took time, that I had experiences that took time out of my life. It's like, it's like this. When you, let's say, meet someone and it's just divine, I'm hearing that as well. It's just the right time. One second. But for a number of you, you're really grateful that you have perspective now. I'm hearing that as well. But you're also in love. So yeah, I don't know. One second. This is maybe someone. Someone is like they feel like, again, they've met someone that, or so there's some space that just feels so natural. It's about the timing. I'm hearing that. With a Chariot and the Mother of Cups. It's, for a number of you, something that you've been testing. I'm hearing that as well, like over time. But then it kind of is interestingly developing. It's like, oh, okay. So this is for a number of you something that you maybe have been you have had time to observe. Oh, thank you, Starseed, for your dear donation. Aww. Oh my, well we were literally just talking about someone feeling like something, the timing. It's like there's something of a process that feels so natural, like, and at the end of the day, it's like, if the process feels right, how can the place that it leads to feel wrong? Interesting. So it's like, let's clear down. Somebody's like, look, this is just like, I want to take this, like, I want to just take this on with faith. I'm hearing that. Let's clear. Well, somebody feels like they're in love. They're having an experience that they've never had before with the Chariot and the Mother of Cups. They're like, I feel like with you, I could be natural. I could just like take my shoes off and like not worry if my forehead sinks down like into your chest. Like, I can be natural with you. I'm hearing that as well. Let's clear it. I'm hearing nationalist pride. Someone feels like also they meet someone who like gets them. But for a number of you, this is maybe someone who you've known. Like, it is maybe a long-time childhood friend. And there were enough experiences that, well, you appreciate whatever this space is, all right? Love and light to you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Always take it